Good morning, Rumble. Good morning, Rumble. Good morning, Rumble. Also, good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Locals. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, X. Good morning. No Facebook again this morning. It didn't click. I reset it, and I reset it just beforehand. There's something going on with Facebook here on Rumble. But we have a new one. We have Kick. I don't know why I didn't put this in before. Kick, if Facebook was up, would be up to 7, but we have 6 with Kick. So we are on Kick. I haven't been on Kick in a long time. But seeing that Instagram Threads is only good for an hour, I figure yesterday, first of all, this is Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on, let's see, I'm getting some feedback here. Let's see. It's not there. Okay. All right. At Fireman Rich here on Rumble, at Fireman Rich over there on Twitch, at Fireman Rich on the new place we're streaming on Kick. Got it right there. It's on the laptop right now. We are broadcasting, and at Fireman Rich over there on X Live, and I'm also there on X. That's my mainstay for social media postings. Majority of the postings go there, but I'm also at Fireman Rich on Truth Social, Blue Skies, Instagram Threads, and on the public Facebook, it's the real Fireman Rich, and that's the one thing I wanted to check. I wanted to see if that hot link works. Okay, it does work. Okay, it does work. Okay, so we're good on the Facebook. We got the hot link. I think that's how I'm going to have to work it until they square it away. On X Live. I'm still getting some feedback here somewhere. I'm still getting some feedback. Okay, we've got, we're on X Live. Okay, so we're good there. And let's see. Let me move this, let me move a Kick tab up here so I can keep tabs of the, still getting a little bit of a feedback somewhere. Oh, I think I know where it's at. Okay, I found out where it was. It was right here. It's on the other box. Okay. You got Kick there. Oh, let's see. So we're looking pretty good on Kick. Okay. I just figure what the hell. I got it. Might as well put it in there, put it in the slot, and we'll figure out Facebook as far as that goes. And so I don't really need that there. So let's go ahead and get rid of all these tabs here as we start the program. And how's everybody doing? I hope I do have the morning coffee. It would not be a Wednesday morning coffee on this 06.19.2024. Current time is 06:13 a.m. Eastern time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside on this Wednesday, hump day. We're halfway through the week as we're working towards the weekend. And let's see. Are we on YouTube Live? Let's check YouTube Live. We'll bring that up. My channel. So I really do not know what is going on with the Facebook. Maybe I might try next. I'll try broadcasting in the private Facebook next time to see if that takes there, because public Facebook, I put the hot link. So if you're coming in on the hot link, thank you very much. Okay, we're on the Next live. Rumble. Let's see. What about Rumble? We should be on Rumble. Let's see. Fireman Rich on Rumble. At Fireman Rich Broadcasts. And yep, we're live there. Okay, we'll go ahead and put that one up there just in case we need to use the chat. And we usually park this. We're going to park this on Kick today. We'll park it on Kick just to see. I very much doubt we'll get anything off of Kick. Kick is a spin-off of hang out for a minute, folks. Is Jack down? Did you want to talk to me?
No, I just said it went up in temperature in here.
Oh, good. Okay. Should we close the windows? Okay. I got the windows back here closed. Yeah. 1 minute. What's that?
Sorry to interrupt you.
No, that's all right. I got the. It's all part of the show. I got these windows closed. You gonna turn that on?
No, I'm just gonna.
Okay.
No, it'll be too noisy.
Okay. It's we're starting to lock up the house here now. We had it open. Temperature went up a degree in the house, so even though it's cool outside. You think it might be because I took that fan out back here?
Yeah.
Yeah. We should try putting that fan in here, but we got some things we got to do today. We have a heat advisory going on this week. So Tim Fan, yo, how you doing, my friend? Good to have you here. Glad to have you here on the broadcast. But it started yesterday, the heat advisory. As far as that goes, it's going to go till Friday now, I believe. They tacked on. We might get some rain, we might not. You can see the curtains are closed up. That's because when the sun gets over here, it's blocked out. So the whole good portion of the United States here is in a heat advisory, and currently we're at 71 degrees Fahrenheit. We're 77 in the house, though. We have the air conditioners. We have new air conditioners, but we're seeing that the vent that blows out the cold air is a little bit, it's like half the size of the big monster, old, antiquated air conditioner we've had for years. That it's louder than a tractor. And so it's not really keeping up. It makes it bearable and stuff, but we're going to try and add another. We have a smaller air conditioner. We're going to try putting it in this window after the broadcast there to get ready for today's heat. And we're already decided we're not walking. That's how the heat is. I did mow the lawn Tuesday, which I did get it done early enough, but I was sweating my ass off as far as that goes. But currently it's 71 degrees Fahrenheit here in upstate New York, southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. And that equates to 21 degrees Celsius. And it will be getting up to, it'll get up as high as probably 95 today. So that'll be 35 degrees Celsius on the Celsius scale. But our world times and temperatures as I speak right now. Let me go ahead and hit that. Leave that right there. Okay. Starting in Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:18. It's cloudy at 75 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Phoenix, Arizona at 3:18 a.m. currently, it's clear skies, 81 degrees Fahrenheit. In Chicago, Illinois, the Windy City at 5:18 a.m. Cloudy, but with some sun peeking through, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Down in New York City, the jungle, as I call it, 6:18 a.m. 6:18 a.m. here in the southern tier of upstate New York. It's sunny and clear there in New York City, 72 degrees Fahrenheit. In Cork, Ireland at 11:19 a.m. Cloudy skies, 54 degrees Fahrenheit in Cork. In Milan, Italy at 12:19 p.m. Mangia, lunchtime in Milan. Sunny and clear, 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Swinging over to Malaysia into Kuala Lumpur at 6:19 p.m. Sunny and clear, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Tokyo, Japan, 7:19 p.m. in their evening, clear skies in Tokyo, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. And down in the great continent and country of Australia, we have 8:19 p.m. in Melbourne, clear skies, 45 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Nova Sydney, the same time, same thing with the skies. They're clear skies, 52 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's our world times and temperatures as I speak. And like I said, we do have bring this up, a heat advisory. We're going to have a mix of clouds and suns during the morning. Will give way to cloudy skies this afternoon. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. High in 93. I think it might get up to 95 today. I don't know. We'll see. It just feels that way right now. Let's see. Let me bring this up. Our heat advisory. Let's see. Jem, you can go to YouTube. You can go to Rumble. You can go to Kick at Fireman Rich, and you don't have to have the commercials on Twitch. Thank you for being here. Glad to have you here. And first time chatter. And if I'm boring, change the channel. Okay, that's all I can do. That's all I can suggest. Yeah, I don't think I'm boring, or else I wouldn't be up here. Okay, I think there's other people that say otherwise. But if you think I'm boring, you're more than happy, more than welcome to turn the channel, my friend. And the commercials, that's why I broadcast on 5 other locations, so you don't have to. You can go there. Follow me on Rumble, okay? Rumble, I'll appreciate the follow on Rumble, as far as that goes. Let's see. And just as a friendly warning, you go past that. Can you be less boring? If you continue with that, the action will be taken. Okay, just a friendly hint. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Who is this guy? Been around for a while, but you know what? I gave you a warning, so. He's gone. Good morning, Tina. Tina coming in from New Jersey. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you here, Tina. And we're just bringing up the the weather advisory here. Let's see. Share this. Okay, so here's the weather advisory right here. We've got a heat advisory going on currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York. And let's see. Did I have this up here? No, let's try this. Okay, so that's coming up. Okay, so this is what we're contending with right now. It was issued June 19th, so it's been updated this morning at 1:23 a.m. And heat advisory in effect until 8 p.m. Eastern time, Thursday. The index is going to be 100 to 104 expected, so it's going to be hot as far as that goes. And a portion of central New York until 8 p.m. Thursday. But I think they were talking Friday that there's going to be some extreme weather and stuff like that. How's it doing down there your way, Tina, as far as that goes? Okay, let me check. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you hearing me? I don't know. I got to check the audio. I think I just... I think I got good audio. I'm not hearing any feet. No. Okay, we got good audio. Okay, so this Friday they were talking about it in the weather. Let's see. Okay, that's out. Okay, and precautionary: drink plenty of fluids. That's a standard thing here when it gets hot. Keep hydrated. Take extra precautions, wear light and loose garments, and we're trying to get our air conditioning situation situated here in the house as far as that goes. And let's see, let me change this over to go back, and we'll bring up the let's see, I'm going to bring up the temperatures that we're contending with here right now. Let's see, temperatures and wind. We'll go with that. And currently, the temperatures aren't too bad as far as that goes. And let's see if that comes up here. There's the temperatures right there. Those are the current temperatures for the Northeast. And we're at 71 right now. We're warmer in the house right now by about 6 degrees for some reason. The house just contains the weather. And excuse me for another minute here. I'm getting my workout this morning here. Okay. So you see the temperatures for the northeast here on the weather map. We're in the 60s, 70s, starting out first thing this morning. Down there in Jersey, where Tina's at, we're looking at I'm seeing 66 up to 70, 73 as far as that goes. 70 down there. I think that's Cape May down that way. So let's see. Tina's telling us, let's see. She says right now there in New Jersey where she's at, it's 68 degrees and 90 degrees for the high and sunny. So that's where Tina is. Thank you, Tina, for the weather up there for Jersey. So the weather is a little bit of a concern with the heat, and I ended up mowing the lawn yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday was Tuesday. So I mowed the lawn yesterday. We went to Walmart early in the morning and then came back. I did it right at lunchtime and got over just before lunchtime. And as far as that goes, and um, so it was a little warm, but I'm glad I did it yesterday instead of today and stuff like that. Just stick with my schedule as far as that goes. And um, so the lawns are mowed and we can kick back. We got an extra air conditioner we're going to throw back in this window because yesterday, this particular room right here, we have a fan in it to get some circulation, but it doesn't really get that much cool air. So we have an extra small one. We're going to try putting it in here and see if the circuitry of this old house, it should take it, knock on wood. But we'll see. And, but that's our weather as far as that goes. We're just contending with the heat. And I just stay cool today, Tina, as far as that goes. Um, and you too, Tim, out there in Michigan. I know the heat's out there in Michigan as well. So we'll see what happens there. I do have a thought for the day. It comes again from Ralph Waldo Emerson. We had him, was it last Friday? I think we had him for a quote. I got another quote from him today. And let's see. Check this one. Comments. Yep, we got the comments. Let's see. X out of that. And we're sitting at 10. So let's do the thought for today from Ralph Waldo Emerson. And we have one person over there on X Live. Thank you very much. I'm seeing that. We have 6 on Rumble, 1 on Locals, 2 on Twitch, and 1 on X. Ralph Waldo Emerson, who went by the name Waldo, was an American essay, lecturer, philosopher, and a very influential man in the 19th century. And his quote and our thought for the day goes as follows. Let's see. We got our greatest glory is not in never failing, because we're always going to fail, never failing, but in rising up every time we fail. Our greatest glory is not in never failing, but in rising up every time we fail. And for me, a good example was the fact, I'll talk about it now. The Boston Celtics won their 18th NBA World Championship, beating them decisively against the Dallas Mavericks Monday night, I should say. And they've had a lot of failures since the last time they were at the final. And they look at those failures and they use those failures. I was watching last night a show on ESPN about the '84 championship when the Celtics beat the. Let's see. Tina says. Tina says we all fail, but it's getting up that counts. Exactly, Tina. Exactly. I think that's what Ralph, what Waldo Emerson was talking about. But the '84 championship, the Lakers were expected to win, and the Celtics, they were the bad boys. They weren't as bad as Detroit. They were really bad. But Celtics, I like the Celtics. They have a swagger. They said, no, we're going to win. They ended up winning. They almost lost. So it was Gerald Henderson. I think it was the third game they won it, and that put them ahead, and they never looked back. They ended up winning that championship, and Lakers really, I didn't realize they really got dogged after that championship. Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was too old. So in the '85, they ended up losing in Boston, winning in LA, and then they had to come back to, it was a 2-3. So they split in LA. They came back to Boston. This is the 1985 NBA Finals, and they had 3 games in Boston. Well, they ended up beating Boston in Boston to win the finals, and they wanted it to make a statement. So they had failed so many times before. They finally got up and they won. So yeah, I know what you meant there as far as fail, Tina. So that's a very good thought for the day. Our greatest glory is not to never fail, but in rising up every time we fall. We do fail. We fail. So it's that rising up. That's when you're in the process of winning and moving forward. Okay. So it's just very inspirational. There's my audio, my ears going up and down here for some reason. It might be we're using too much power. We got the air conditioners probably going right now and the fans. So that's a very good one. Thank you, Mr. Ralph Waldo Emerson. God bless and Godspeed. Let's see. We do have 11 people in here. So what I'm going to do, let me get this ready here so I can say, we're going to do, let's do a, let's first do, I'm going to talk, there's one of the things I do talk about, and let's get this started here. And we're on the clock right now, is the Rumble app. Make sure you download the Rumble app. Did you download it yet, Tina? The Rumble app? Let me show you the Rumble app. That's the Rumble app right there. I'm bringing it up. There's the Rumble app, and you can see there's the broadcast right there on the Rumble app. That's what it looks like on the phone. Make sure you download the Rumble app. Once you download it, search for my channel, Fireman Rich. And there it is right there on the Rumble app. I'm actually showing you it in real time. Okay. That way you can follow me. And once you download it, search for my channel and follow the channel directly on the app, and you'll know when I'm going live here on Rumble, which sometimes it might be later than normal. So this will make sure you get the notifications. Check out the QR link right over here, or just go to rumble.com. It can be downloaded on iOS and Android. This is on iOS. This is a Samsung A24 5G Android track phone, and that's the Rumble app right there that I'm showing you. Okay, I love Rumble. Rumble is great, and but if you prefer to watch it on your big screen TV, which I know there's people that do, you can also, it's also available for the TV, for the Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, Roku. I have it on my Roku right now. Roku, LG, Samsung. All you need to do is search on those platforms on those TV platforms for Rumble, and then download the app, and you're good to go. But then search for @Fireman Rich, and you'll see where I'm at. Okay, so there you go. That's the Rumble app. And again, there's a QR code. Simple download. I'm not sure if you got it yet, Tina. Every time I go there, they don't let me in. Like, you're the president. Really? There's something going on there. I don't know. I don't understand that. Maybe uninstall and then reinstall. Or sign out and sign back in, Tina. That's all I can suggest as far as that goes. What's this? Oh, that's my other thing there. So, but it takes a little getting used to, okay, because we're always used to the regular apps and stuff. And you like that one? Just, but the Rumble app, it's working for me, Tina, so it should work for you. It can be a. If you're not familiar with new apps, it can be there's a learning curve and stuff like that. So make sure you download the Rumble app. And I will really appreciate the follow on Rumble, because Rumble is great. I really love it here. It's my newfound home, because I can broadcast to Twitch, to YouTube, X Live, Locals, Facebook when it's working. And now I'm over here on Kick. So I can get on Kick. So that's 5. I'm on 6 platforms right now actively. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on 6 platforms right now. Okay. 7 if Facebook comes up. I don't know what's going on with Facebook, but the Rumble app is a very good app. There's a lot of great content here on Rumble, and I really appreciate the folks at Rumble for providing this sandbox for us to play in. It's fantastic, and I thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. Be right back. I'll try. Okay, Tina's going to try getting on the Rumble app again. It's worth that. It's worth the time because once you get this app going, and please follow me on Rumble. Those folks that are watching over there on YouTube, X Live, I would really appreciate the follow. It's Fireman Rich Broadcasts. I have two channels. It's Fireman Rich, and then this comes under the Fireman Rich Broadcast. So either or, I'll appreciate it. You can make multiple channels. I don't need that many channels. So thank you, Rumble. And there's our Rumble commercial there. Let's see. Can I do another one? I don't know if I can. Should I try? Oh, it says you've reached the maximum. Okay, so I'm allowed only one per broadcast. Okay, that's fine. That's good. But that was a campaign from Rumble, which I think is great. I want to say thank you, Rumble, for providing that for us broadcasters to make a little extra ching, 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 ching. And I'm taking advantage of it, and it works quite seamlessly. And I have fun with it. I get to ad lib. Let me see. As far as for my critic there, Tina, how's that commercial compared to? Okay, I'm here. Oh, okay. There's Tina. She's on Rumble. Okay, you got there, girl. Okay. There she is. Tina's on Rumble now. Thank you, Tina. Greatly appreciated. She's saying hi to me as far as that goes. Tina, how do you like my rendition of a commercial compared to Twitch? I have fun with it. So, and like I said, the Rumble app, I like talking about the Rumble app. So I appreciate Rumble sponsoring the campaigns there. So that since they're sponsoring me, which I greatly appreciate, they're a great platform. Some people have dogged this. I've heard them dog it. Well, it's a certain people or something like that. Well, there's a certain people on every platform, for God's sakes. What did she say? She goes, lots of good ad, Rich. Okay, there we go. My critic from New Jersey, good ad. So it's a campaign, and I want to promote, and that gives me. There's some other ones there I'd like to. I have done the one on Truth Social, but I'm only allowed one max, so that's fine. That's cool. If I can get one, I appreciate, and that's because of you viewers. You got the ticker up over 10, so I'm able to do that. So it's because of you folks that I'm able to do that. So I appreciate the folks there. So get a little sidetrack. I'll take advantage of when I can. It's a little extra coinage to I don't know, to throw in the piggy bank and stuff like that. So I appreciate the viewership there as far as getting up to, because we're at 16 right now, and 13 on Rumble. Way to go. See, like I said, I get the viewership on Rumble, and I appreciate that. But like I said, there's people that won't use Rumble because they're ignorant. They have invested enough time. They just automatically think it's okay because of the content. Maybe it swings one way or the other. I put that aside. I look at the platform. I'm able to broadcast on these other platforms into Twitch, YouTube, X Live, what is it? Kick. Okay. Locals, Facebook. You're gonna tell me those platforms they have different content that people don't like. I don't really care for the content on Facebook, but I still broadcast there. You can say the same thing about YouTube. Okay, so to me it's a mute argument. It's a stupid argument as far as that goes. And so I really think Rumble is a great platform as far as some multicast. I'm multicasting to 6 platforms for free. And I'm really appreciative of Rumble, okay? I think that speaks volumes of what Rumble is doing, okay, for the broadcaster. Park your politics at the window, okay? Granted, there's maybe the vast majority does swing one way or the other, but I don't look at it that way. Facebook always cuts. out during lives. Oh, does it? Okay. I think there's a problem with the Facebook on the Rumble here, so I'm going to have to send out a ticket saying I'm having problems connecting to Facebook, or else Facebook is just saying no, we don't like your Rumble, because they do have these inter-platform. You remember when they had what was that platform? Parlor. When they first started, they were the first one to come out of the gate that was it was right swinging. Full disclosure, it was right swinging. I was on it. But you had Google and Apple nipped them to say, we don't want your app on our app store. And that an app can't get going unless you're on those app stores, right? So it's almost like they got control just because of their content. But there was other things there. I'm not going to go get into it, but you know what I guess you know what I'm saying is, it's like you make the platform what it is. I like being here on Rumble, and in essence, I'm also on 5 other platforms. So what difference does it make? If I was broadcasting on Prism Live, I'd be broadcasting on Twitch, Rumble, and X Live. Those 3 platforms, because Prism Live you can broadcast 3. I've done that before. Okay, but Prism Live 3, Rumble 7. I'm taking the 7 because my viewership is expanded as far as that goes, and that, as a broadcaster, that's what you want. You want growth. You don't want to be stagnated. Unless you're stagnated with some good numbers, well, so be it. That's your bag of donuts and stuff like that. So I just have fun being multicasting and stuff like that. And we're doing pretty good on the Kick here. Kick looks pretty good. So a shout out for Kick. If you're watching on the replay on Kick, thank you very much. Let's go to our National Day. Our National Day today, I guess, is the 19th of June. So I'm not even going to mention the other ones because they don't look all that great. But it is June 19th. It is a caught up, I call it caught up holiday that we should have probably been celebrating this, 50 odd years ago and stuff like that. But each year on June 19th, we celebrate June 19th to commemorate the end of slavery in the United States. And it's the official end. The celebration takes place each year on June 19th, recognizing the event that took place in Texas of 1865. Hashtag June 19th. So it's a legislation that was done there. Even though I technically look at it when Abraham Lincoln spoke the Emancipation Proclamation, that's when total end of slavery. But there were some states prior to that did it back in I think Rhode Island was one of the first back in the 1700s. But the story of June 19th began in Texas when Major General Gordon Granger arrived in Galveston on June 19th, 1865, with an announcement. As the committee listened, the General Orders Number 3, the people of Galveston learned for the first time the Civil War was over. That was in 1865. Okay, after more than a century of slavery and years of war, it was officially all slavery was now freedom. It was longer than a century. It was way before the country was formed. It was slaves when going all the way back to after they started Jamestown and stuff like that, and then it was throughout the world. Okay, let's not forget that. You almost say there's human slavery right now, or human trafficking. The 19th of June wasn't the exact day the Negro was freed, but that's the day they told them that they were freed. And my daddy told me that they whooped and hollered and bore holes in trees with what the hell is this from? Oh, this is from a former slave. They stopped it up with gunpowder, lit it, and would then blast for the celebration. It was a celebration. News traveled slow back then, even stubbornly during the and after the war, because it took a long time to rebuild the South and stuff like that. If you look and you look at General Ulysses S. Grant, who was a president after 2 presidents after President Lincoln, because Andrew Jackson, he might have came after Andrew Jackson. He had a hard time trying to do things for the South to rebuild it. Over 2 years earlier, President Abraham Lincoln and Secretary of State William H. Stewart signed the Emancipation Proclamation only 2 months before Major General Greenwich arrived in Galveston. General Lee surrendered he surrendered, and the country was already mourning the assassination of President Lincoln. Just weeks before Grainer arrived, the official final surrender took place, and yet this community in the West remained the last to know of their freedom. That's the individuals that were slaves. They required official word, to feel the effect of what was always already happening in the rest of the country. So it's an important date in history. It's just the final ending, and then the struggle began after that. Okay, it's been a long struggle, and we continue that struggle as far as that goes. So there's our national day. Today is hashtag Juneteenth, Freedom Day, as far as that goes. Yesterday, I did do a Mixcloud Tioga radio show, and had fun doing that, like I always do, playing the hashtag wannabe radio DJ. And that was fun. We had, let's see, who did we have? I did talk about one thing during that, real quick, I guess, McDonald's, and I was watching on YouTube last night. McDonald's, which I didn't realize, they were, bless you. They were playing around with AI back since 2021, I think, as far as through their drive-through. But I guess I didn't. I knew, and they said they were going to get rid of it, and I said I was going to look at it because I didn't know when I was on the Tioga radio show mentioning about this that what the reason was. But it had to do with AI. So there was AI being tested in 100 stores. McDonald's said, "Thank you, IBM, but we're pulling it." And I guess what went viral was one of these AI that took over a real person's job, decided to charge over $1 million or something like that. So they said, we can't have that. So what happens if it goes amok? You're gonna have a human there, and more than likely got to be somebody that is of computer knowledgeable and stuff like that. So I mentioned that yesterday on the radio broadcast. But we also presented 8 songs, some 41 with landmines. That was a good tune. Yeah, I said wow too, Tina. That just look McDonald's AI drive-through in Google, and you'll see some news on it and stuff. I found that I didn't even realize they were testing it. It's been in testing since 2001, so they were already, And if you look at those kiosks, they could be categorized as AI that's taken replacing people. And when we were in the Walmart yesterday, Walmart here in Sayre, Pennsylvania, they seem like there was like 4 or 5 regular cash registers but the majority of people were going through the self-checkout. And I asked the lady, I said, why is more people going through the self-checkout? And she says, oh no, the missus had to go to the cashier because she forgot to cash out one of our items there. So we went back so she could catch it. So I'm talking to another cashier and says, we need more people over there than over here in the actual human side, because there's people that they try and rip off Walmart at that point. That's a big rip-off point, they said. Yeah. So they got to watch it and stuff. But it seemed like there was one row, but there was how many? There was like 4 rows, wasn't there? What's wrong?
Oh, it's not plugging.
Oh, I can get it. Hang on. Stand by for a minute, folks. I got to plug in a plug here. There was like 4 rows, I think, wasn't it?
Of what?
Of I thought they were going to discontinue them, but they seemed like they were continuing. Okay, we got a fan going in the background. I don't know, Tina. Can you hear the fan in the background, Tina? Let's see. My daughter says it. Yeah, it is faster, but they can slip some things through there. I got a fan going over here on the other side of the room. Can you hear that fan, Tina? She's a head coach. She's a head coach. So she knows about. Oh, okay. Oh no. Okay. So it's not that bad. Okay. So it's okay. Okay. Yeah. The missus she's jockeying to get some cold. See, we got an air conditioner back in the back room here, and it comes into the kitchen, the air conditioning. So she's got a fan over here to blow some cold air in here because it went up to 72. So the heat rise is starting. It was 71. It's 72 now currently. So I like seeing you on Rumble, Tina. That's cool. You need to follow me on Rumble, and you did. Thank you very much. Let's see. We had Metallica with Enter the Sandman. That's a classic. Five Finger Death Punch with This Is the Way. This is the way, folks. Bad Wolves with Remember When. That's a new one I haven't heard before. Nothing More, another one, If It Doesn't Hurt. Pop Evil with Footsteps. That was a good one. Then Foo Fighters, All My Life. And then I ended up with Jet. Are You Gonna Be My Girl? And that I like that song. That's a retro song as far as that goes. So we had fun with the playing the Want to Be Radio DJ yesterday, and I enjoyed that as far as that goes. And we still don't have anybody on Kick, but we have Tina over on Rumble. Let me check the Rumble here real quick. Yep, there's Tina. And it says there's a creator sponsor, Fireman Rich. Download and follow me on Rumble app. There we go. I wonder if I can copy and paste that. Let's see. I'm trying an experiment. Oh, I got to sign in for chat there. Okay. Okay, but I see on the chat there on the Rumble, Tina, thank you for being here. Greatly appreciate it. And let me check the X side. And we have four people over on X. Thank you very much for the people on X. But over there on Mixcloud, I tote myself as a fireman retired doing the radio thing on this thing called the internet, playing as a, quote, want to be radio DJ, remembering playing and listening to the oldies of rock and roll past and the newest of today's rock and roll, playing and listening to the music of this on this cloud called Mixcloud of good listening music that simply pops. So I enjoy being on there. It looks like nobody's listened to it anyway. I still like going on there as far as that goes. Tomorrow we will be doing the audio podcast on Spotify for Podcasters app for Thursday, and we'll do that. I'm going to be right back. I got to take a break, and we'll do the what is it? The history when I get back. I got to take a little break here for a moment, folks. So stand by. And we're back. Sorry for the delay, folks. Sorry for the delay. But we are back. And so thank you for hanging out. I did do a refresh, but I had to check on Jack. Let's go ahead and back out of there. We had to check on Jack and got him taken care of. He's joining us now. The missus is here in the studio finishing her breakfast. And she was moving around some stuff there, and I looked at it, so I wanted to look at it, see it's got a better idea, better positioning of our air conditioner. We got these two portable, they have these hoses that come in, you put it in the window, there's a fitting in the window, and she moved it from one window to the window closer to the kitchen, and I like it. It's actually blowing the cold air into the, and I can feel that in here too.
Yeah, it's actually, yeah.
So we're starting out at 0703. We're 77 in here, which normally yesterday we were at 75, and we're 73 degrees outside because it got as high as what was it outside?
90.
It got as high as 93 outside on our front porch.
This is the warmest room in the house.
Yeah, this is, yeah. So this feels a little bit cool, and we'll see how it goes. And we may still put the air conditioner in the back here as far as that goes to contend with the heat. Okay, we're gonna do our history. History for let's put the live chat here. Let's go ahead and we'll bring up this here. I already have the thing. I'm getting a little better at this, the Rumble backstage doing stuff. Oh, battery's currently running out. What's going on there? Okay, we're back up. Ooh, my battery is running low. Okay, hopefully that charges it. I didn't put the plug in all the way. This is going to be 100 years ago. Let's see, 100 years ago. When do I got that? Oh, we still got the weather. I got to change that over here. Hang on. I just got to press the button. There we go. Share this tab. There we go. It should change there to 100 years ago, as of June 17th, which was Monday. And how's that lining up? That's lining up good. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and do this, and we'll do the rest of the what happened on this day after this. This is going to. I'm going to start showing this first, and then going in to. I think it's a little bit better because I like this is more fun, I guess. So it actually gained some prominence here on the morning coffee broadcast. So here it is. This is from Fox 40, which I have no affiliation. I'm a consumer of it. I enjoy this, and I want to share this with the people that are here on the live stream as far as that goes. So here we go. What's this? We don't need that. Okay. Let me turn my camera off, and we'll get it going here.
And now we take a step back in time with Broome County historian Roger Luther, who has the news that made headlines in Broome County 100 years ago today, brought to you by Broome County Recycles.
100 years ago today, the Zion AME Church was the first black society to build a church in the Southern Tier. It was organized in 1834, and the first meeting house was built in 1840. It was reported today that the church is now experiencing financial difficulties and is appealing to the public for help. 325 gallons of wine were confiscated this morning by federal prohibition agents during a raid at an establishment on Oak Hill Avenue in Endicott. Binghamton's meteorologist spoke at a meeting of the local radio club last night, said that it may soon be possible to get weather reports over the radio. And finally, this is Bunker Hill Day. The first battle of the American Revolution was fought at what is now known as Bunker Hill in Charleston, Massachusetts on June 17th, 1775. That was the news 100 years ago.
And there was one in there that was really made me laugh there. What is it? Binghamton meteorologist spoke at a meeting at the local radio club last night and said that it may soon be possible to get the weather reports over the radio. Now we got it over the TV and everything, folks. That's something, isn't it? Oh my God, that's something. As far as that goes, that's a funny. That is a funny there. And so 100 years ago today, we appreciate that. As far as the let's see. So Tina, do you like that too? Lots of laughs on the. That always gives us a good laugh, doesn't it? It's a good laugh. There we go. Tina's over there on Rumble. I like seeing you on Rumble, Tina. Rumble is good. Thank you for being on Rumble. And again, if you're on Twitch, and you can go. And Tina says yes, she's on Rumble, and we appreciate it, Tina, as far as that goes. And so I get to show your name with the Rumble logo. I like that. For those folks that are over on X Live, YouTube, Twitch, and even we're on Kick, but nobody's there. We're looking pretty good on Kick. Kick is not a bad. I think we're going to keep Kick. Kick is kicking into the thing here on the RTMP, and we can stay on there longer than the 1 hour on Instagram. So I'm gonna utilize Kick. So we're on Kick. Now I can get here. And I'll be here. Yeah, exactly, Tina. And I appreciate you being here. You've been a faithful, longtime viewer, and I greatly appreciate that. So Tina, she's been one of our regulars for quite some time here since we've been doing this broadcast. And we're ever expanding, testing new frontiers and new things as far as that goes. And we appreciate that viewership, Tina. Thank you very much. And it's greatly appreciated as always. And like I said, we test things. I like testing things. I think adding Kick this morning, that's going to be a nice addition. I just got to monitor it because it's just I can't bring the comments into Rumble here as far as that goes. And I think YouTube comes in, yeah, because Tim Fan was here. Yeah, Tim Fan came in on Tim Fan 40. He's listening because he's busy. He's got to be busy contractor and stuff. And these contractors, they don't stop for this heat. They still work. There's Jackie Jack. Okay, Jackie Jack. Let me get this so he can look out the window. He likes looking out the window. Okay, Jackie Jack. There you go. You can look out the window. We'll get the window open for you. You can look out. We close this during the afternoon because the sun is right there and it beads right in. So we got to have something to block it out. So Jackie's with us here in the studio. And, but like I was saying, it's good to test new things and expand. And this expansion for what I'm doing being here on Rumble is worked out not flawlessly. We still have the bumps in the road and stuff like that. And we still have the grumbling bozos and trolls that come into the broadcast here, but that's all part of the territory and stuff. And but I think all in all, it has really gone good as far as being here on the Rumble. And even Jack likes it. See, he's settling in and says, you know what? I never used to stay here when. But it's just the capability of broadcasting into multiple, and Rumble's providing that. It's more so, I think it's better in that aspect than, say, Restream. Restream's a good platform if you just wanted a limited amount of areas you want to broadcast into. And, and it all depends on your, I guess, location and hardware that you have. I have a good computer now. For the last year, I've been blessed, and thank you that I have a very decent computer. And in most cases, it's not all about what size processor you have. It's about what do you have for a graphics card. And the computers I've had before, I've never had a graphics card. That graphics card, they have a separate GPU graphics card. It works wonders. I can do a lot more things than I've done in the past, and I'm very ecstatic. I'm like a kid in a candy store right here, especially with the Rumble now. And using OBS. OBS is a lot smoother. And it still boggles my mind. We got smart people out there that can't figure it out, and they're the idiots then. I'm just going to call it point blank. If you can't figure it out, then you better reevaluate your work, your thought flow as far as doing things and stuff. Or else, if you ask too many questions and stuff like that, you got to do. That's that is the way. That's my thing. That is the way. We'll do this. I failed. That is the way. Well, I'll move over here and try to exceed. That is the way. So there you go. There's that phrase. They use that in Boa Fett. Or is that the series there as far as that goes? Let's see. Continuing with the history here. We're not going for a walk this morning, so I can stay on a little bit. We might make 2 hours today. I don't know. We'll see. I got a few other things concerning the heat and all that. Let's see. On our history, though, we had 100 years ago, like I said, 100 years ago, they were just talking about putting weather reports on the radio. Now we have it on TV and on YouTube. There's some great weather people on YouTube there that there's one I follow that's really good as far as that goes. Let's see, our history for day. I forgot to plug this in. Let's see what we got. Second cup of coffee is working pretty good here. And it already went up to 74. And we're still maintaining 77 in the house. Let's see. On this day, in 1846, the first official baseball game was played with the New York Niners defeating the New York Knickerbockers. They were a basketball team. They were a baseball team first, I guess. 23-1 in Hoboken, New Jersey. The first official baseball game was played in New Jersey, Hoboken, New Jersey in 1846. I like that. New York Knickerbockers. The Knickerbockers, that's the name they call the New York Knicks basketball. So that was used for baseball. Wow. In 1862, the U.S. Congress prohibited slavery in the United States, nullifying the Dred Scott case in 1862 on this day. This is being Juneteenth Day. Doesn't float. Let's see. In 1964, after surviving 83 filibusters in the United States Senate, the Civil Rights Act was passed by Congress, outlawing all segregation on the basis of race. And President Lyndon B. Johnson signed that legislation. And I would like to, I want to go out on a limb. I'm going to have to, let's see. Let's go ahead and fact check it right now. Senate. Vote on 1964 Civil Rights Act. I'm just checking something here real quick. Okay, after adding amendments to the bill, the Senate approved H.R. 8601. The vote was 71-18. 42 Democrats and 29 Republicans voted aye. Which party controlled the Senate? Anyway, the Senate, they voted and just a stamp of approval, and then Lyndon B. Johnson signing that legislation. It was a historical piece of legislation that should have been passed earlier than that, as far as that goes. Let's see. We have on the AP side. Let's see. Civil Rights Act approved. We got that. Okay. And let's see what else happened on this day. What's going on here? Let's see. Um, 1911, Pennsylvania became the first state to establish motion picture censorship board. Ooh, there's something interesting. And in 1917, during World War I, King George V ordered British royal family to dispense with German titles and surnames. The family took the name of Windsor. Okay, and then in 1940, during World War II, the two-day Battle of the Philippine Sea began, resulting in a decisive victory for the American forces over the Imperial Japanese forces. And in 1986, University of Maryland basketball star Len Bias, the first draft pick of the Boston Celtics, he suffered a fatal cocaine-induced seizure. Yeah, he was a good basketball player too. University of Maryland, that's my alma mater. I graduated University of Arizona, or University of the Community College of the Air Force. Let's say it's a 2-year degree I got from the Air Force, and most of my education the classes that I took were from the University of Maryland. So I call that my alma mater, University of Maryland. Great college. Wow, in 2023, the submersible known as a Titan, they should have never been down there. They had problems. That's a submersible. University of Maryland's a great college, great university, great fire school. Okay, that's let's see. In baseball action, we don't have no basketball now because the Celtics won. We have no more football because the Birmingham Stallions won the championship. There is Canadian football. I'm not going to go into it. I may talk about it on Mondays after just if there's any significant. If I watch a game, I'll tell you Monday. I'm not going to go out of my way for Canadian football. Though it is good, believe me, you watch it. It's on CBS Sports Channel on Saturday nights. They always air a game, and that's when I pick it up. And it's not a bad. It's some good football. Don't get me wrong. It's good football. I just don't. That league, I definitely know. I don't know any of the players. I know more players in the United Football League than I do in the Canadian football. But there's some action going on in the NFL with some contracts and stuff like that. So it's something I think Tony D could very easily bring up a summer NFL temporary show to prequel the Bell Kings fantasy football broadcast that he has. But he's been busy lately because I haven't seen him that much here. And I'm not sure Michael Bathurst and myself would accommodate him on a Sunday or something like that. But I think he's working a lot of overtime. Let's see. In baseball, going Monday night, the Mets and Yankees, I think they were both off. I don't see them on there. But last night, we had let's see, the Yankees. They played the Orioles last night, 4-2. They won, and the Mets they beat the Rangers. Oh, right, Texas Rangers. Oh, I like the Texas Rangers are okay. It's Astros I don't care for. I don't really care for the Astros. Today the Yankees they're hosting the Orioles down there in Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. They'll be playing tonight at 7:05, and the Mets are down there in Texas. I wonder if my good friend Dave is checking out one of those games. If you're watching this on the Facebook, Dave, give me a a message back. Actually, if he's at the game, he's going to post it over on Facebook. So I'll have to watch the Facebook tonight. He's one of the main reasons why I still have a Facebook, because I've known Dave for 50 plus years. We went to fire school together and stuff, and we were roommates when we first went our first studio assignment there at Aviano. Great guy, and so is his Mrs. there, Kathy. She's a great gal. Let's see, the Mets are playing the Rangers tonight at 8:05 p.m. So I might be watching that as far as that goes. Now, like I said, the heat has been hitting us. Let me go ahead and bring this up. Tips to stay safe in the southern tier experience of the heat wave. Let me go ahead and bring this one up. Let's see, we'll get rid of some of this other stuff here. Bring this over here. Share this one instead. This is on Fox 40. This has a, let me line this up here real good. Okay, there we go. We got another video from Fox 40. And let's see, what am I doing here? I gotta get rid of this ticker tape and then go over here. Yeah, that flows a little bit better. And let me exit my camera. And yeah, that works out pretty good there doing that. Okay, so here we go. Let's listen to this.
And as those temperatures are on the rise, Fox 40 Ziggy Hill has some insight on how you can stay safe in the summer sun.
With higher temperatures comes more sunny days, but it also brings its fair share of risks.
We're expecting a sustained number of days with high temperatures. And because of that, we're want to make sure that everyone's safe as they can be, especially those with risks. So the elderly, the young, those with comorbidities.
According to the CDC, 90% of skin cancer is developed from excessive UV exposure, and your risk of getting melanoma doubles after 5 sunburns. There's a few simple ways you can protect yourself from the heat.
The best way to protect yourself is to stay out of the heat during the hottest part of the day. So if you have to go outside and work, or if you need to go exercise, do that during the cooler times of the day, in the morning and in the night. Wear loose-fitting, light-colored clothing. Make sure you wear sunscreen, a hat, sunglasses, protect yourself.
There are 2 main illnesses to be aware of that could be life-threatening: heat stroke and heat exhaustion.
Those are both conditions where your body is not able to cool itself down, and you can become sick because of that. Heat stroke is the more severe, and that's where you really see someone's level of consciousness change. So they become confused, dizzy, they can pass out, become unconscious. So that's very serious. You need to seek medical attention, call 911 immediately.
And of course, stay hydrated with plenty of water and look out for others who may show signs of heat-related illness. In Binghamton, Ziggy Hill, Fox 40.
So there it is. You need to stay safe. Let's see. What's this say? Yeah, staying safe during the heat wave, and that means you have to drink the water to keep hydrated, and be careful to get through. So that's what we're doing right here. The missus and I we're sort of as far as being aware of the heat and take care of certain things as far as that goes. And I mean, I had a good nap with the air conditioning in the bedroom yesterday afternoon, and it was really refreshing as far as that goes. So it's you gotta take these precautions as far as that goes. And let's see, let's get rid of that. Get rid of the weather map. We don't need, oh, we need that still. Okay. Let's see, what else do I got here? I got, so I've got a flask of water. I end up, I usually drink, what is it? Probably about, how many of these? 8 of these. 8 of these during the course of the day. So this is my first one right here with my coffee. I've done that every day for like the last 6-7 years now, as far as that goes. At least the last 5 years, I know for a fact. I made a point. I was drinking 10 of those, and I found out. I did the math. And I said, well, there's 2 more. I don't really need those 2, so instead of 10, instead of 8, I drink 6. No, I drink 8. Yeah, 8. Instead of 10, I drink 8 now. So I'm not sure how many ounces that is. I think it's 16 ounces. So it's just a tad more than what's really needed as far as that goes. So I'm seeing on Twitch on the and even the we're pixelating a little bit. Okay, that's interesting. How are we doing on the? And we have 5 people over there on X Live. Just recognize them. 5 people, 8 people on Rumble, 1 person on Locals. We got 1 person on Twitch, and but 5 people. Nobody on Kick, but I'm seeing that we're pixelating a little bit. And let's see on the. We got 1 person on. 1 person over there on the. YouTube. It says the Twitch is saying the broadcast is excellent. So, what's going on here? And Tina, why can't I see other viewers? What do you mean by other viewers, Tina? You're the only one in if you look on the bottom, there should be a number. Okay, you're the only one commenting. I could tell you that you're the only one that I've received a comment. So let me show you. I'll go ahead and let me go ahead and comment on the Rumble for you to show you. Say hi to Tina on the. Let's say hello to Tina on the Rumble. Thank you for. Here you go. There's a comment for you, Tina, right there. Can you see that comment? You're the only one commenting right now. We do have it's saying 8 people now. But on the clicker, yeah, it went down to 8. So we went from so we got 8 people on Rumble now. So there's the comment from Rumble, Tina. As far as that goes, I'll go ahead and put it on here. So that's a comment I just sent out to Tina. Hello, Tina on the Rumble. Thank you for your view. And then she responds back. She responded back. Okay, I see you. You're the only one commenting, so you got sole possession. But I do appreciate the viewership on the Rumble. If you're just sitting back watching, greatly appreciate. Nothing wrong with that. If you want to chime in, I know we have the only other person. Monday we had Ken from West Virginia. He might be sitting back watching and stuff like that. Sometimes you don't want to, you just want to sit back and watch. That's fine. There's nothing wrong. There's broadcasters that call them. I don't call you I just call you viewers. If you're sitting back watching and you're a viewer, I treat you as a viewer. You're no different than somebody watching the replay and stuff like that. These broadcasters that say, you lurkers out there, you can't make comments, and I know there's lurkers. I don't call you lurk. If you're not, we had one bonehead in here earlier that started spouting off. I don't tolerate. You're out the door, and I move forward and stuff like that. If you're disruptive and you disrupt the broadcast, you're out the door and stuff. But people just want to sit back and watch. And you're a viewer. Your prerogative, okay? I don't lock this down or try not to. I think you have to subscribe. You have to follow me on Rumble, and I know Tina is the comment. So those people that are watching, they may just want to watch and they don't want to follow. That's your prerogative. I highly respect that. Because so these broadcasters that think they're hot shit and all that, and they think they know everything, and they're doing this and that and stuff. That just shows I guess when I see that, just to comment, if you're in a broadcast and there's a broadcaster saying what I just said, oh, you lurkers, you're dirt bags and all that, why don't you comment? And they're criticizing them. that's a bad broadcaster in my opinion. They're an idiot. Okay, and just to go out there and criticize. Oh, I'm just joking. No, that just joking only goes so far, because that reflects back on the person making the comment. They're the idiots. Some people are busy in the morning, and yeah, exactly. And I know Tim Fan is just listening there, Tina. So that's true. That's very true as far as that. Some people are busy in the morning and they could just be listening. So I really appreciate that. And I want to acknowledge that. I'm the real deal. I'm just a simple guy. I don't try and make more out of it than some other broadcast. I have to laugh at those. I really do. I sit back and I'm just like, I'm just shaking my head. I'm like, are you serious? We know a lot of idiots. Yeah, we do, Tina. And I know I've been called an idiot. So I laugh at that too. It's like, compared to what? If I'm an idiot, compare that to yourself. I'd say I look in the mirror every morning. So I'm not worried about it. It's not going to deter me as far as that goes. Now, but that's true, Tina. If you've been on here long enough, just as a viewer, you know a lot of idiots. That's a good one, Tina. I like that. Thank you. Let's see. I do have something else here. Let's see. Did you know this is pretty cool? I'm going to tell you, this is freaking. This is out of this world. I picked this up. I got to talk about this. We have someone locally here. Let me bring this up. This gentleman. Okay. Let me get this set up because I'm doing a new way of doing this. I'm leaving the the present up, and I'm just toggling back before my camera and the present. So let me turn the ticker off. Oh, I got to click onto that's where we were before, but see, I don't have to shut off the, let's bring it up here. This gentleman right here, this is a very interesting story, folks. This gentleman right here, he's a Binghamton, New York professor, is knighted by the king. And this is no joke. He is Sir, we'll talk about him. Let me line this up a little bit better here. Move that there. Move this up just a tad for him. And this is an article on WNBF, which I have no affiliation with, but I read their webpage. It's a great webpage. They got a great radio. I listen to them on afternoon radio, and I get all my radio news from WNBF. So no affiliation. I don't work there or anything. But Don Morgan, he's a prominent. He's the one that did this article, and it's a great article as far as that goes. And let me bring it up here. And what it is, it was on the 18th. The 18th, back in some years back, which was the 82nd birthday of Sir Paul McCartney. Happy birthday, Paul. This past yesterday was his birthday. But it must have been an honor to be knighted by the Queen. He was knighted by the Queen back in we don't want that. He was knighted by Queen Elizabeth, the Queen of England, back on March 11th, 1997. So this gentleman that you see right now, okay, let's see, am I pointing right? Let's see. Am I pointing right? Yeah, this gentleman right here, he's knighted. He's the same as Paul McCartney was back in March 11th, 1977. Can you imagine what it would be like to be knighted by someone from the United Kingdom's royal family? Well, Don Morgan says, well, maybe you could ask someone locally what that feels like. And we have someone here locally that was recently knighted. It just so happens that someone who lives and works here in the Binghamton area, the southern tier of upstate New York, and Binghamton, New York, the city area, has recently been knighted. According to the Binghamton University Facebook page, Professor Stanley Whittingham was named Knight Bachelor by King Charles for his service to research in chemistry. Now, you think just being a knight That's something. But a Knight's Bachelor means belonging, and this is the same thing that Paul McCartney has. He's a Knight Bachelor. It means belonging to the most ancient but lowest order of English knights and not a member of an order of chivalry, according to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. Just like Sir Paul McCartney, Professor Whitham now will be known as Sir Stanley or Sir Stanley Whitham. By the way, Sir Stanley is also a Nobel Peace Prize recipient awarded in 2019 of chemistry. I think I mentioned that back. I forgot. He is a Nobel Peace Prize winner. Sir Stanley's alma mater, Stamford School, located in Stamford, Lancashire, UK, congratulated him on their website, stating, without Professor Whittingham's pioneering work, and this is a guy, if that cell phone that you have in your hand, if it wasn't because of this guy, we wouldn't have mobile phones and tablets that are commonplace today. These devices have transformed communications, making it accessible to large parts of both developed and developing worlds. So there's a YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and present this YouTube. He was a Nobel Peace in chemistry. So yeah, this is very cool, Tina. Yes, very cool. Let me go ahead and start this one.
This year's prize is about a rechargeable world.
Today, the Nobel Prize in Chemistry honored batteries, specifically lithium-ion
Two
batteries.
Americans and a Japanese researcher for their work in developing the
2019
lithium-ion
Nobel
battery.
Prize in Chemistry.
Binghamton University has a Nobel laureate.
John B. Goodenough, M. Stanley Whittingham, and Akira Yoshino.
Distinguished Professor M. Stanley Whittingham.
Stanley Whittingham, Binghamton University,
Stan
New York.
Whittingham.
Whittingham developed the first working lithium battery in the early 1970s, making possible a fossil fuel-free society.
This is something that the lithium-ion battery community has been looking forward to for the last several years.
We didn't ever think that it was if, it was just when.
So there you have it. He's not only a Nobel Prize in Chemistry 2019. He is also a knight, Sir Stanley Whittingham. Did I say that right? Let's see. What's his full name? It says M in front of Stanley. So what's the M stand for? I'm trying to find his name here in the article. It's like, oh. Well, we'll just call him Stanley. Sir Stanley. Let's see. We got, and there he is right there. Sir Stanley. As far as that goes, he's a professor at the University of Binghamton, but not only to have a Nobel Prize for chemistry, he is a knight. So let's see. Wow. Being professor and Nobel Prize winner Stanley Whitman has been named a Knight Bachelor by King Charles for his service to research in chemistry. The honor entitles him to be known as Sir Stanley or Sir Stanley Whittingham. And the thing of it is, he's the guy, that battery that's in your cell phone, he's the one that developed it. This is the story that you won't hear on the major news network. This guy, he's knighted. So this is a guy that he's not only like I said, this just blew me away yesterday as far as that goes. And it's just something that I thought was really cool. And as far as that goes, and was it Binghamton University notes that Sir Stanley Whittingham is a distinguished professor of chemistry, material science, and engineering, and is a member of the National Academy of Engineering. Sir Stanley was born in Nottingham, England. Okay, so he's English, and holds a BA chemistry of Oxford University, England, 1964, an MA at Oxford University, England, in 1967, and chemistry Oxford in 1968. So that's pretty cool. And just have to say that this broadcast, and we're not going to get into the political bullshit. So see you later there, Max. But this was pretty exciting. That this is a gentleman that is truly a great mind, as far as I'm concerned. You know, as far as he's a very prominent professor, scientist, engineer. Now he is a Nobel Prize winner, and now he is also a knight. So I just found that very, very interesting as far as that goes, and I'm excited. Just like the person that was here just a few moments ago, no longer with us. Yeah, I was excited. Melvin, yeah, it could have been Melvin, yeah. And the previous person saying, as far as being excited and stuff like that. Well, I am excited. It's just somebody locally that it just blows my mind, because I live in a rural area. Binghamton University is a great university, very diverse and stuff like that. And it just that I was aware when I read this, I remember him winning the Nobel Prize here a few years back. And I think I might have said it on a podcast that I was doing on, at that time it was on Anchor, which is now Spotify for Podcasters app. And such. So I just think it's really, that's the news you don't hear about. You know, we hear about all this other stuff, but it's an interesting human nature story that this man. I just learned a little bit more. I thought he was an American, but he's from the UK. You know, he's got quite the sheepskin there for education and stuff. So a very educated and smart individual. And you know, the technologies that we have. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. It's hit the microphone. Okay, yeah, it's typical. I got to hit it at least once a broadcast, right? But the technology that's in the let's see, let's go back here. In the phone here, the lithium battery, as far as that goes. So matter of fact, I think I have one here. Let's see. I can't get it out of there, but you know, lithium, an important element, just like all the other elements and stuff like that. Tony D, holy crap, you're coming in an hour and a half here. Tony D's in the house. Where you been, my friend? You're busy like Ted Hicks, I think. Salute to you. Hashtag positive start to the day. Tony says hi. How are you surviving the heat, my friend? I haven't seen you in a while. But when I see that, I know you're busy. I know you're busy. Just waking up? Oh, so you're off. Hi, Tony. So you're home? You're not working today? Too hot down there? Oh, typo. And maybe we can get Tony up here. Tina's saying hi to Tony. Yeah, I'd be up. We just got done talking about a professor there from the University of Binghamton, and so if let me know if you want to come up, because that'd be great. I haven't talked to you in a while, so that would be fantastic. Tina saying hi to Tony. And give me a minute. He's over on Twitch. Oh, okay. So you can come up. Okay, great. We're going to have Tony. That's a real treat here. Okay. Because I do have, let me see here. Did I have, I got 2 other articles about the Binghamton Fire Department, but we can do those. I might save those for this weekend. I might be doing the weekend edition and stuff like that. So let's see. So Tony, let me get you, send you a link. And where's my Twitter here? Oh, can I do this? Yeah, I can do my messages while I'm still on Twitter Live. Let's see. Where's Tony at? Okay, Tony, I sent you the link in the when you're ready to come up. I got you. Okay, I got you. Let's see. Let's get ready for Tony. Tony's coming up. That I'm excited. Let's see. Yeah, we only have Jim Figurity's up right now, so we're going to have Tony coming up here on the broadcast. And let's see. I'm going to check my audio here. Let's see. Let's check it on the Kick. Oh, okay, Kick is going good. We're on Kick. Okay, so Tony trumps these articles. Yeah, yes, that's. I need to get you up here too, Tina. If I bring you up here next week, I'd like to bring you up just to say hi if you're up for it. Okay, I know you've been up here before when I use guest stars over on Twitch, so I'd like to bring you up. And it's the same thing. I send you a link via Twitter, X, DM, and have you up here. And you don't have to be on camera. You can be in that non-camera. I don't care, because I know who you are and stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying? That's if you'd like to. Okay, I'm just extending. I extend the invitation to individuals there that I've known for a while. And you know, I'm going to go get a coffee. I'm not even going to go music. Just stand by. I'm going to refresh my coffee. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to take care of Jack. Okay, let's see. And Tina said me too. Tony, are you going to be coming up, my friend? My brother, veteran and fellow broadcaster, we're back up. We'll catch up with Tony. New segment, catch up with Tony. And for those folks that are watching on the replay, Tony, like I said, is a brother veteran, good friend, fellow broadcaster. He's going to be coming up here, hopefully. I sent him the link. He's just waking up, so he's probably getting situated, getting his coffee. Let's see, currently temperature inside staying at 77. It's 78 outside. The house is staying cool. We're not going for a walk. And we got our third cup of coffee we're working on, so we're definitely going to go past 2 hours. If Tony comes up here, I don't see Michael this morning though. I'm not seeing Michael Bathurst. I see Jim Figerty. He's up. Let's refresh that. And we're still waiting for Tony D. So we really haven't done a real long broadcast. And we'll catch up and see what Tony's doing. So we got 3. And I'm just looking to see, we currently have 6 people over there on X Live. Okay, and we have 11 people on Rumble. Woohoo, Rumble. Giving me the viewership. 1 person on Locals, 1 person on YouTube, 3 people on Twitch, 6 people on X Live. Thank you very much. Those X Live. There's Tony D. Let's bring him up here. Oh, I got to hit the slots here. Let's go 2 slots. There we go. 2 slots. Bring Tony D up. How come he's not coming up? Got it set. Let's go multiple. Oh, he's working on his camera. Oh, there he is. There we go.
I had to wake up. What's up, man?
There's that smile I missed.
I just woke up, man. What's happening? What's happening?
You're on a day off today.
Yeah, it's Juneteenth. It's a federal holiday.
Is that a federal holiday now?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
There's been one. Since they brought it, there's been one.
I knew it was a holiday. There it is. Tina saying good morning.
Good morning, Tina. How you doing? Good morning, everybody.
Okay.
Whatever.
And you must be really busy at work because I haven't seen you on the board here in the last week or so. And I'm just taking
up here in a month. I haven't been up here in a month.
No, it's a couple weeks. I'm not going to tell you.
My last one was Memorial Day. The last one was Memorial Day. Yeah.
You've been hanging out with Ted there, helping him, or what?
Ted. I haven't seen Ted either. I know, right?
No.
I kept asking him for a couple of weeks. So like, you going to do a show? We supposed to do one last night. I didn't hear nothing to see anything. And then we haven't heard from JoJo in a minute. We're kind of concerned.
Yeah, that's true. JoJo down there, he's probably with this heat and stuff like that. Does that mean no mail today?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. You know what? The mail. We have our post office is closed in the village. So yeah, the federal holidays, the post office are closed, Tina. So, but JoJo, he's down there. That heat. Are you getting the heat down there in Georgia?
Yes.
Are you? Okay.
Yes. It's been hot.
We're
been hot. So I saw how bad it was in Canada too. I didn't realize they got so hot.
Oh, it's
I'm cooking on the camera. Y'all got to excuse me. I'm just waking up. Damn it.
No, you're okay. We can hear your voice. The camera's second. We're just glad to see you and stuff, and checking in that as far as that goes. Because, like I said, I haven't seen you. Usually, just pop in when you're at work and stuff like that. And but it's great. First and foremost, I really appreciate you being up here, Tony. Just like I'm up on your broadcast there for Fantasy Belt Kings Fantasy Football, which I'm starting to plug now because we're getting close to NFL.
Yeah, we are, man. I just finished watching the XFL. I watched the championship game. I'm glad I was right.
Well, did that seem like a championship game though to you?
It was decent. There was nothing wrong with it. You know, I've never had anything wrong with the league. I don't know the players, but I remember telling.
No, I'm just saying the football play in general. I know what you say, but it was like I ended up watching the Canadian football game after that on CBS Sports channel. That was more exciting because it was Birmingham just ran over San Antonio.
They did. It was over. It was a wrap. It was a wrap. So Birmingham won. Big ups to Birmingham Stallions.
Three-peat.
Yep.
They were the champions in USFL for 2 years there.
Exactly.
So
big ups to the Celtics for winning because the Celtics did win the other night. Yep.
Did you watch that game? You brought it up.
I did.
Did you see what's his name? Peyton Pritchard's shot there in the hell?
That was sick. I was like, good Lord.
That was the nail in the coffin before the game is over with. I could not believe that.
But I knew they had a better team. The team was pretty solid. Dallas was good, but I didn't think they were going to beat Boston, and I said that early.
Brown was just he's just
I
didn't realize he was on the Warriors. He was a Warrior when they won.
Who?
He was sitting on the bench. Brown.
Jaylen Brown?
He was with the Warriors.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was he was on the bench. He was riding the bench and stuff like that. But he came into his own. A young man that really, I mean, his interviews are great. Yeah. Very, very sincere, and he's a great player along with Tatum. They you know, and it goes to show that they're trying to say, hey, we've been together for 8 years and stuff. They're trying to force, there's controversy between the two when there's not. They're two great basketball players and stuff like that.
Exactly. I'm happy for Al Horford. He finally got a championship. I'm happy for Drew Holiday. He got another one now because I like Drew Holiday.
He was on. They said that he could very easily have been picked for the MVP.
Yeah. He can make Hall of Fame right now, in my opinion, and I hope he does.
Oh, easily.
I hope he does because Drew Holiday is a great ball player.
Yeah. But that fourth game where Dallas came back down in Dallas, that was a gut wrenching loss.
Well, but, I mean, they should have won at least one game. They're not a bad team. They ran.
No, they're not. No, they're not. No,
Irving season and Kyrie and Luka had an outstanding season together. That's a 1-2 punch that's not to be messed with.
Did you? There was a comment by Brown about Luka. He says, "I'll guard." He took it upon himself to guard him, and he did. The Talking Heads yesterday on ESPN, they were saying that disrupted Luka to get into his game and stuff like that. So it's just some good basketball. Oh my
Al Horford was on track to have almost as many games as Karl Malone without an NBA title.
Mm-hmm.
He might have been maybe 10 or 20 games behind him, and they were showing that stat.
Right.
It goes to him. And y'all got to forgive me. I'm having neck pain, so I'm trying.
No, you're okay.
My neck
you're okay. You're all right. If you want to go down and not just have a picture with the voice, I'm fine with
I'll be up in here eating and everything, so I'm just taking it easy.
You're more than welcome, Tony. I don't care. I know there's other broadcasters that get on your case about that, but I just. It's all good and stuff like that. But a great NBA, great end to the first season, the UFL. We have baseball now going on, which is there's some good games going on there as far as that goes. But what do you think of the contract things going on?
NFL? I got to get into it. I did see. Who just got that big contract? Was that Trevor Lawrence?
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence. He got $55 million. I guess that seems to be the standard for quarterbacks. You got to. So they're looking at keeping him. For, I think they want to go. They think they can get a Super Bowl with him and stuff. I think that's when you're paying out that much money.
Well, they're going to build around him, and that's a given. I understand.
He's a good quarterback. I think it's a tad too much. I think they should be making 30, but then again, it's inflation. You know,
he's not trying to go nowhere, and he's going to stay there. So I credit and respect him for that.
Yeah, true. And then Dak, he wants to. The big thing I found out yesterday with Dak is that he has a clause that he cannot be tagged as a franchise player. He cannot be tagged to be traded, and that's some pretty strong stuff for a football player.
You got to secure your money, secure your rights. That's what those contracts do.
But it almost seems like now with these contracts that are popping up right now after the recent ones with the big money, that it's almost like the jockey maybe for an extra couple million or something like that to see what happens and stuff.
Yeah. They are. Look at Bobby Bonilla's contract. That was one of the smartest contracts ever. And
good point. Yeah.
I consider him a role model.
Yeah.
He ain't played in 25, 30 years, and they're going to pay him all 25, 30 of them years.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not mad at him. Rest in peace to Willie Mays. I'm looking at that right now.
Oh, yeah. That's a great ball player as far as that goes and stuff. It just some of the greats, it just something there that what we got here? I've had a few knuckleheads in here and stuff like that. It's just clean up. Nah, no big deal. I laugh at it now and stuff like that. It's just like it's a mark of being successful. You get these people coming in, you know. That's
what Mike used to always tell me. He said, "That means you're making it." I said, "Is that what it is?" You're
was that Bathurst?
Yeah, he used to tell me, "Don't get mad." Which just means you're doing good.
I like that. Yeah.
Last year, the year before, he told me that.
Yeah.
He told me that.
But just to give you an update as far as on the Rumble side, to let you know, we're at 11. If I could, I'm only allowed one. I've been using the campaigns. Very simple, very easy. If you're up to 10 people or more, you hit that campaign. They have the script right there. They have a going clock. You got to maintain at least 30 seconds. I usually go 2-3 minutes. Tina already said I'm funnier than the Twitch commercials as far as that goes. But you get a little extra change, okay? I don't know if you looked at the aspect on Rumble. On the Rumble now, I'm broadcasting on 6. I scratch for some reason. Facebook's not going, so I just dropped a hot link. But on the RTMP,
put the public on there. You didn't put the public on there. That's why.
It's always been on public, though.
No.
I'm gonna
make sure the privacy when you broadcast. Okay. Make sure it's on public. That's
okay. Okay. And then for the RTMP, I'm on Kick right now.
Excellent.
I was thinking. So I'm utilizing that. I don't want to use because I don't have to redo the stream key every time like I did with Instagram. So I'm going to leave it on Kick. So we got 6 broadcasts, and you being the Mr. Multi-broadcaster and stuff like that. For all those folks that are out there, Tony's the one that hooked me up, and I finally found the platform I can do it, the multicasting. And
we get a kick out of this madness. I'm telling you,
it is fun.
We get a kick out of this.
Well, the thing is, the viewership, it's not, I don't want it to go really big, but it's gone up a little bit more than it's a very, very successful way of doing things because my viewership on replays, it's this broadcast, I'm averaging over 100 people when you add up all the between good. Rumble, Twitch, YouTube, X Live, and Facebook. And the like. So it's between Rumble, Twitch, YouTube, that's easily 100 folks right there on the replay, total and stuff. By the 2 hours from now, I'll go in there, look at the numbers. So I'm up there, and I like that. That's because it's across the board.
Exactly. That's the whole purpose. Exactly.
Yeah.
You have to repurpose here, repurpose there. Right there, we just do it all at once and knock it out.
But the only one thing I'll say about Rumble, and you said this before, is that you're up here. It doesn't have an aspect where you can broadcast this on your Rumble.
Yeah, but that's fine. That's fine.
It's minor. It's
channels. Yeah, we can always work that later. That's because for football season, I'm probably going to use this, and we'll be all across the board in the first place. Music-wise, I'm going to stick with Restream because I am still grateful for them. I still got to work on that update because I've been
Restream. Yeah, Michael's Mike. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, Tom.
No, I said I have been busy. Memorial Day, went to go see my mom, my sister. It was my sister's anniversary, so me and Jason went up there. I did that little 30-minute broadcast on what happened. That was pretty much my last main one that went out to every platform. You'll
Well,
see
is
it.
that when you were coming back from Tennessee?
No, that was before Tennessee. You'll see one that says
Okay.
Happy Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I came back from that. Then a week later, I had to go to Tennessee, which was that was surprising to me because I had never been to that city. But living down here,
That
I've heard
was a
lot of
great
people-
broadcast. You gave a great picture. I felt, as far as it seems like it's a very tourist
It
orientated.
really was. I've been hearing about it for years, and that was my first time going. I actually went for a conference, so I got up there. I was like, okay, cool. I was surprised. I really was surprised at what was there, how they had it set up, and I have to admit, if you've got restaurants that are to my liking, you pull me in. And I was good with the majority of the restaurants. I checked a couple of them out, thoroughly satisfied.
What was that museum though? That museum at
there was a Ripley's Believe It or Not aquarium. I've never seen a Ripley's Believe It or Not aquarium before. That blew my mind.
aquarium. Oh,
Aquarium, yes. So when I did walk up and down the strip, that was the main strip of the city, and I was just showing it to everybody because people have been telling me about it. Now I actually did it on my TikTok because I know if I do it on TikTok, I can throw it everywhere with no problem too.
Right.
So I did the walk, checked out a couple of spots, showed everybody what it was, and I was like, I would go back. Yeah, appreciate that. That's my Twitter, y'all. Appreciate it. I would go back there. I talked to a few people. They talked about going back. I checked the hotel prices. When you go for a conference, it's provided for. But when you're out of your own pocket, you start checking your dollars. Like I said on my Memorial Day broadcast, the biggest problem I had, Rich, I had to drive through the mountains.
Yeah, I know. You didn't like the.
Let me explain something to y'all.
I laughed.
And I said this
was
to
probably
Carmen
the same.
too. I was like, oh God. So I got up there, and I may get long-winded, but forgive me.
No, go ahead. You're good.
From my location, I didn't think I had to go through North Carolina, but I did. I'm like, why in the hell am I going through North Carolina? Georgia, Tennessee, neighbor states. So I looked at the map and said, oh, okay. Now I was like, oh, damn, I got to go through the mountains. So I was following the route, and I had to go by the Cherokee Indian Reserve, which has a casino in North Carolina.
Right.
I sort of set up, and it was mountainous, a little bit wooden, trees, but it looked pretty modernized. And I was like, oh, okay. So I said, oh, I might check this out one day. I might have to come back over here. Then I'm passing by the deer. Come to find out later, they were elk. Them boys was healthy.
Good size.
Them boys was let me tell you something. See, this is when I start sounding crazy. So let me go ahead and do my thing. Them boys was walking across the street, and I swear, one of them just looked at me and gave me a head nod and kept on walking. I was like, you'll see deer in the street, but I had never seen elk. Them boys were healthy, full head like they had no damage. We was in dayhood.
Well, they were probably acclimated to humans. Yeah. They said, yeah. You're in my neighborhood, so you just don't mess with me.
The whole family on one side, a family on the other. Tina, I'm not lying. I swear that damn. He said, it kept on going. I said, okay. So then I keep driving. Then you get all the turns and everything on the mountain, right? Now, I've done that once before. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm actually in a smaller vehicle now than I was. Because in 2010, when I went from Chattanooga to Virginia, I had to drive through the mountains, and I was in my Escalade. I didn't have so much of a problem with the turns, except for the fact it's a 2-lane road in the mountains, and the boys coming from the other direction weren't necessarily always Sometimes it's 18-wheelers, and they flying on them. I'm like, damn, I'm not doing this no more. So this time I got to do it again. I'm in the Equinox. I'm like, oh, I'm driving, and all the twists and the turns, and I'm like, okay. Then it's like, beware of this animal, beware of a bear. Then I got beware of falling rocks. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yeah,
So
you have a whole gauntlet of things.
She said I had a deer on my pad. You jumped the 4-foot fence. You never saw that. Oh yeah, them boys, when they healthy, they fine. You can't mess with them. So I'm doing the turns. Then every now and then, when you hit the turns, they got a spot you can pull over in the parking lot and just look at the scenery. So I'm sitting here looking, and it's very beautiful. If you are an outdoorsman,
it did from the video you did. Yeah.
The Tennessee and North Carolina mountain areas, they are gorgeous. You'll see rapids. People be out there in the kayaks.
Your video clearly showed that, Tony. It clearly showed
No, I didn't show when I was driving on the mountain because I didn't have a signal.
Oh, no, I'm just saying, just from the town, you could see the background of the.
Oh, yeah. No. That was nothing.
That was nothing. Well, okay.
That was nothing.
Wow.
The mountains, yes, and the setup, yes, but the drive up there, nah, bro. Nuh-uh. they got the little parking lot area where you can go over there and take pictures, and you just see the drop. And I'm sitting there trying to keep my eyes on the damn road, because if I get in an accident, if I fall off this cliff, ain't nobody gonna hear me, see me, and ain't nobody gonna find me.
You're gone
because I ain't got no damn signal. The GPS works great with no cell phone signal. Message to any and everybody. Use the GPS on your phone; it will work whether you have a cell phone signal or not. So I'm looking at the phone. I'm like, let me see where I'm at. And I look at my signal, right? You know how you'll get the 5G plus, the 5G, the LTE. Sometimes it'll drop to 4G, then it'll drop to 3G, then it'll drop to antenna. Nah, my shit went to a picture of a satellite. That's all I saw. I have never seen it on my phone before. Sometimes you just had the little antenna with no bars. No, my shit said satellite, looking like sound wave on Transformers. Just at the corners. I was like, I don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah, man. I said, let me get the hell up out of here. So I had to drive that for about, I'm literally taking 30 minutes going up the mountain on the turns, and then another 15, 20 minutes going back down the mountain. I literally didn't put my foot on the gas. My foot's on the brake. I had to put the car in neutral because the gears started trying to change on its own. I said, this is some bullshit. And then I got the trees around me on the other side, and then you get the one part, they all cover over you like this. So I feel like I'm on Shang-Chi, and I got to follow the path before it kills me. I ain't know what the hell. I was so glad to get to that damn hotel. I pulled up in the parking lot, I just looked at the lady. He said, may I help you, sir? I said, ma'am, I just got here. You have to give me a sec. She said, you came through North Carolina, didn't you? I said, I ain't never seen no shit like that before. She was laughing at me. She said, you'll be fine.
That is. You know, we say that, it reminds me when I first went to Aviano, Italy, we used to go up to this place called Barches. It's a lake up in the mountains, and they had that type of road that you're describing. And the first time I'm looking, it's like, man, if I go over the side, nobody's going to find me.
Nobody. They will not hear you. They will not know where you are. They won't find you. Next time I go to that city, I'm going to tell them I'm not driving. Y'all pick me up in a helicopter. This is bullshit. But it was honestly.
But you had a good time overall, I think.
It was relaxing.
Yeah.
I needed that. Like I said, for the conference we were provided for, the food was provided for. I just wanted to check out a couple of the spots because I saw 3 or 4 restaurants I said I wanted to go to. If I go back, it will be an excellent 3-day weekend just for the restaurants.
Yeah.
And if I were to take my son with me, he would love it.
He would hit a ball. Yeah.
Yes,
it seemed like there was a lot of stuff there. Because the stuff that you were describing, I was looking out beyond you and stuff. I said, man, there's a lot going on that stretch of road there and stuff. And it just seemed like it was very tourist friendly in a manner of speaking and stuff. And as far as that goes,
I know it's on my Rumble. Let me still make sure it's up on my TikTok. I know I did it and I put it out there. Yeah, this is still on my TikTok. Yeah. Y'all check that out, man. I honestly did try to. I want to give that little city credit. I definitely give them 2 thumbs up for what I like and what I do and what I come back. Absolutely. Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
Now, how long did it take you to get there from Georgia?
Where I live is about 5.5, 6 hours drive.
Oh, so it's a long drive. Okay.
Yeah. And when I left, I went through Pigeon Forge, which is one of the other cities a lot of people talk about. A lot bigger, main stretch. Okay, cool.
You know, the thing is, 5.5 from where I'm at, it's about a 5.5 hour drive from New York to get down there. I would figure that would be like a midpoint for us. That would be a good. We need to talk maybe down the line sometime.
Rich.
You don't want to go back.
You're a whole nother part of the country over there. There's no 5.5 drive to between me and you. You're crazy.
Oh.
Okay. Tina, no, that address is me on Twitter. On Rumble is the same as my Twitch, Tony.
Yeah, Tina's on Rumble now, so you can see that she finally got it. Yeah, look up Tony. What is Tony on Rumble?
Should be Tony Tone 72 on Rumble.
Yeah, Tony. Just go in the search bar, Tony Tone 72. Let me check. Let's just check real quick here.
Yeah, she'll see me. Definitely much respect and much credit to Gatlinburg. Very courteous people, excellent staff, no issue, no concerns. I would not drive up there in the winter. Because if there's ice on them roads, you stuck. And I wouldn't drive them roads on ice. That's not, it doesn't look smart, whether you have to or not. Unless you have to seriously all the way detrimentally, I would not recommend driving those roads on the ice and definitely with the fallen rocks.
Right.
So we drive to Poconos. I wouldn't drive in the Poconos, but this road was tougher than driving through the Poconos. And I've driven through the Poconos.
Tina, it's Tony Tone 72 for Tony on Rumble. Okay. If you just do Tony Tone, you'll see 3 selections, but you'll see Tony on there. So, but my viewers that are watching on other platforms, you can come follow me or Tony on Rumble. Rumble,
Yeah,
we
definitely
both
follow the both of us. Y'all follow the both of us on Rumble. Rich brought me
Yeah.
over here. I was trying not to do this for about a year. He brought me over here, and when he saw the setup that I was looking for,
Yeah.
he was more excited than I am when I broadcast. He said, "Tony, get over
No,
here."
I'm just excited that you're on here and you're seeing what I'm seeing, because we still have some naysayers that they're not even on here. And I'm not talking about the recent one, but the one a year ago there says that Rumble sucks, and his whole audience they don't even try. It's just they're the same people that say there's the same people that say OBS sucks, and they just try it once and they don't go the
OBS
whole.
is complicated to me, and Helen was on me about that a couple of years ago. She's the one. Her and OG Classic Jones was helping me when I first started. I'm not mad at OBS, and there's so much that you can do, and a lot of people do use it.
But here's the thing:
they're coming from. You got to have that sit down time to study it with these platforms.
Yeah,
like,
but here's the kicker to all those problems and issues. I've had the same issues. The big change was, and you're on a laptop, and people that are like Helen, she was on, and she increased her processor. It's not necessarily a processor. I got a computer here that has an independent GPU, which is a graphics card.
Yes.
That is a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
All those problems you have that you're trying to mitigate, they go away when you have a graphics card.
Yeah, but I don't add anything to what I use.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah. But getting back to the Rumble, we have some naysayers out there that because of the so-called content, leave the content at the door. Come in here, use the platform to broadcast to other platforms, because you can do a total of 7 platforms for free. Where else can you do that? I mean, that alone is just like, if you're stuck on this political bullshit, then
everybody is. Then you know what? Let me jump in on that, Rich. I apologize. Everybody.
No, go ahead. You're good, Tony.
Everybody is stuck on the political crap, and it's like what I said at one time. I understand where they're coming from, but the creators have nothing to do with it. And then I see where they were talking about it's a right way. I said, no, it's not really right way. Here's the kicker: whoever makes a platform, regardless of whoever their main people are, everybody can damn use it. Every platform we have, there's always some type of controversy with the creators or the supporters or the sponsors or the main holders or whatever, but it's still available for any and everybody to use.
Any and everybody.
So my thing with this, with what I was looking for, I do thank you for this, and I've said it more than once, and I mean it.
Yeah,
what we used to have is what we got here to still do what we did before. My thing, the only controversy I would have would be the music side, and Restream is better for what we do and how we do it. But to broadcast, I don't have a problem with this platform, and I appreciate them. It's actually a Canadian creator, but they have a place in Florida, which is also a main.
No, that's where the headquarters is now, Tony. They moved their headquarters from Toronto to Florida now.
Well, they still got both, I believe. I think they still kept both locations from what I read.
Their main studio, because there's a guy I watch, the Rubin Report. I catch some of his things on Rumble, and also he's on YouTube. So he's one of the few high-end Rumble guys that are still on YouTube. They moved their headquarters. They're still up there. Yeah,
but yeah, I know, right. And I'm good with that. For what, like I said, for what we want to do, this is perfect.
Yeah.
We're going to get a kick out of it. We will be using it. I will be showing Rumble on the lot, and I've already used Rumble, so Rumble
and here's the other kicker that the other aspect that you keep on emphasizing, the monetization. There's people that were on Twitch, they're not on Twitch because they're fed up with it or something like that. There's monetization. Granted, there's still monetization. There's monetization right out of the gate when you're here on Rumble.
Yes.
You just have to put in the work, get the viewership. I mean, right now I got 11 people. I already used my one campaign. If I get the campaign, I make like 75 cents for 30 seconds worth of talk. I make 75 cents.
That would take most platforms take you a year to do that on YouTube.
Well, on Twitch, it would take me a week to get 75 cents.
Exactly. So
okay, granted, that's chump change, but if you put that's a small scale. But if you could scale that up, if you're a broadcaster and you've got like if you bring 200 people into your Rumble broadcast and you do one of those campaigns, that scales up from 75 cents to $50 in your back pocket.
Totally.
So that's the thing. I'm just starting the thing. If I get up to that level, that's fine. I'm not here about the money, but it's a nice little tidbit that other platforms, YouTube, I don't know, unless it's nearly impossible.
Yes.
Rumble is making it so easy, and the platform is solid. As far as that goes, there's a couple minor things that, you know, the audio, from what Michael Bathurst, he does the music. I can agree with him. It's
I agree with him with the audio. I agree with
the
that.
restream it is better. The audio is, because I listen to your broadcasts, and but you have done some music here on Rumble, and when I listen to the replay on X Live, it still sounds good.
Everything sounds fine. But originally there was a difference. I knew the difference. Can I live with it? Yes, sure. Can I deal with it? Positively. Restream made it better, and also to bring it over to Mixcloud to publish it, I had to use Restream and Mixcloud. You'll go live, but it doesn't keep it, so I had to send it over there. That's the only difference. But other than that, to do something when we broadcast, people got to understand we don't just come up here and shoot the proverbial. We actually do want to put something out there that's kind of worthy, because I watch our replays. We try to kick something out to everybody. We're sort of like talk shows, sort of like newscasters, we're sort of like sportscasters, and we're entertainers. Right. We're not just coming up here to just talk about any and everything.
Complain. I see a lot of broadcasters. Their whole main thing is to complain or criticize, and they don't bring anything positive.
They don't do shit. I'm on y'all's asses. You know what the hell with? Excuse me, Rich. Y'all don't do shit. Y'all don't do shit. I actually have a specific purpose besides just coming up here, running my mouth, trying to see who's watching me. We are older. We do remember TV, how it used to be. And that is a format that we are familiar with, that we try to do in our own way. Period.
Yep.
You know, not to just come up here. And I'm going to go ahead and say it. A bunch of y'all up in here with the video game. Big up to you video gamers, because I never thought that would ever draw the attention that it has drawn, because y'all are killing it on YouTube and Twitch. You video gamers are something else. Big ups to you all. Big ups to the people who do broadcast, live stream, you IRL or whatever. Those of you that have a following with it, I got nothing against you. It's the cats who go up here and don't do shit. I actually had an idea on what I wanted to do, and I'm sticking with it. They helped me create a new idea, and I thank everybody who's following me. If I had my original followers in the first place and grew from there, I'd be great. When people push me to want to do more was when I started getting frustrated, and that's when I try to catch myself.
You got to take a step back and take a step back and take a breath.
We can't demand an audience. We're supposed to earn our audiences. Rich wasn't even worried about an audience. He was doing this thing. I started looking at why, if I'm on all these platforms, people aren't showing. I know, see, you know what it is? Afterwards, I do have decent numbers on Facebook. Yep. When it's just me. When I do a music broadcast, a lot of people may not be as interested, but when I kick something out there where I'm just talking, I will have it. So I notice people know what I'm doing. It's just a matter of whether or not they want to watch it. And everybody always told me, just do you. Just be you, don't worry about it. And I did. I actually had a couple of good numbers on some platforms. And even on here, I'm noticing I'm getting out. So what I started doing was something different. I'll come up when I'm driving home from work. I came up when I drove from Tennessee. Talk to a few people every now and then. When I go somewhere, I do a little bit of the sightseeing. People want to see more than.
And people want to know what you're doing, Tony, too.
Yes, that's what it is.
Because,
people want to know what we're doing and where we are.
I'll mention something, and then Tino come in. We have some viewers that have been here for quite a while that follow both of us and stuff like that. And it's a conversation. It's part of communications and stuff like that.
Lord Game. Big ups to Lord Game for showing up in one of my broadcasts. Big ups to Lord. Laura's all right with me. I hope you broadcast one day. We're gonna check you out.
He does do broadcasts on Twitch as far as
yes.
He does.
I check him out. I don't even get notifications for real. I think I jumped there one time, but you're right, Rich. People want to see what you're doing more than you just throwing something out there. So I have noticed that when I do my travels, I'll come out there and do this, come out there and do that. Most people don't want to be on the internet, so I just do it when it's just me, like I did when I was in Gatlinburg. I wanted to show the scenery. People want to see the different areas, so we kick that out and do something with that. Yeah. But I enjoy doing this. Mm-hmm. Like I told Ted on day when I told Mike, I said I would love to be doing this on a regular basis. I
think we all are in that camp there, Tony.
Yes.
As far as that goes, because this is fun. And, the aspect, if you can make it still fun and you're earning a little bit of change on a little bit of coin on the side and stuff like that to compensate that's fun. But it just, I enjoy it, just the communication process with it all and stuff like that, and to be able to share like Laura here. It's been a while since I did a stream. I do not stream often, but it does happen, and then you get the alerts and stuff like that. He's on Twitch. Twitch is a great broadcasting platform.
Yes, it is.
I got my start on Twitch too. I still do the gaming. I haven't been doing gaming of late because I've been enjoying my naps of late.
Naps are life, dog. Naps are life. They are. Oh my Jesus! Sunday,
that?
my son.
Yeah.
Sunday, my son went. Actually, that's last weekend. My son went to go stay with his sister for a couple of weeks. It was just me for Father's Day. He called. My oldest boy called, but I literally say I took 2 decent naps that day.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna see him. I'm gonna see him not this weekend, but next weekend. Actually, 4th of July, I gotta go. My stepdaughter's getting married, so I'm gonna go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So her mom, and my son, they're down there hanging out. My oldest boy, I'm trying to get him to come up. My mom's going to come down there too. So that's going to be a good weekend, 4th of July weekend. It's also going to be one of my sister's birthday. I got to call her for that. And I'm not going to lie, Rich, I meant to tell you this too. June 5th, from day one, with no break in service. That's been 29 years in the Air Force for me.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I know. Appreciate it.
Fantastic. 29. That's fantastic.
Signed up in the National Guard.
For those folks that are watching on the replay, Tony D, and the one thing we have deeply, passionately connect with each other is that we're members of the United States Air Force.
Yes.
I'm former. Tony's still active, and thank you for your service, sir. It's a memorable. As far as I went 20 years, and I've been out longer than I've been in. I can't believe that still when I say that. But it was a real honor and pleasure. And Tony turns a wrench on fighters,
yes.
F-15 being the primary one. And I saw something in the news, the F-15,
yes.
Are they stationed in
Portland?
South in North Carolina? Because there's some that they're going to extend them to 2029 or something like that, some models.
I want to say 35. Wave X, how you doing? The ones in North Carolina, I know who's in North Carolina.
Maybe it's the one that I saw that they were going to extend them beyond replacing them. I think the replacement is what, the 35?
No, 15 replacements are 22s.
Okay.
The 35 is the single engine. They're supposed to replace the 16s, but the Marines are using them.
Okay.
So I know Oregon got the new EXs, which confused a few people, but I kind of understand it because we thought they were going to go to another location. But they're phasing out the C and D models. They're going to the EXs, and the E's are pretty much going to be the main ones out there because of the new technology. But they're stretching them, and I can tell you myself from what you see on the news and the articles you're reading, they're up in age, and I know they're flying the hell out of them. I know they are, but they are designed to be up there like that. We just got to maintain them, and then they upgraded them. Korea has a new model. Saudi Arabia has a new model.
Probably Japan Defense Forces have them too. They're the primary.
Has some, I think. I know Israel has a new block of 16s.
Right. Oh yeah. They got the
things elite. They got the conformals on them. Them things are lethal.
Well, they're the ones that they look a little fatter on the fuselage. That's because they can carry extra fuel.
That's the conformal tanks.
Okay,
yes.
Yeah, I've seen those. Those are pretty bad.
Dude. I was like, wow. So they're extending the life of what we have, and the 22s and 35s are expensive. That's the biggest beef with them, and there's a lot of articles about that. I think they're going to stop the B1 or the B1 or the B2. They're changing over to the B21s. I've been seeing the articles on that as well.
Yeah, they look the same front end, but if you look at their ass end, they are definitely different. They're more tapered as far as the back end. They don't have the first models that jiggered, but they probably got the latest bells and whistles in there too that are like pretty space age.
Definitely. So I'm watching all of that. Like I said, a couple of weeks ago, it's been 29 years since I joined the National Guard. I did 20 years in the Guard. While I was in the Guard, I've been active and I've been reserve.
Yeah.
The last 4 years in the Guard, I was also doing this civil service.
Now, what's your high year tenure, or how long can you go?
Civil service, I can go. I can go
Oh,
to
okay, okay.
because I've been civil service.
Civil service. Okay. Yeah.
August will be 13 years. But
Wow.
this whole time, I've never had a break since my enlistment.
Oh, that's right. You could still go. Okay, yeah, because that's the thing. When I got out, I was just talking with the missus about this yesterday. If I would have got getting out, I was looking at going into the was it the reserve? There's a reserve unit, the 914th.
Yes.
They fly C-130s out of Niagara Falls, and I was thinking about doing that. But then I did the math, and it's one of those things that it would mess with my retirement from active service. So
I got to look at all those numbers. It's best for me to just stay employed with a 10-year-old, even though I could.
Oh yeah.
You've got a child, it makes sense to stay on the clock, because I know people that retire and then they got to find something to do, or there's not enough money when they retire. That's one of the reasons why I stay working, even though my body's kicking my ass now. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. You gotta. When you get older, you have to adjust.
I do have to adjust. I would love to telework. I probably get bored, but for me to do what I'm doing, as much as I enjoy it, it does hurt. It does hurt. And I'm working around guys older than me. These guys out here that I'm working with, they are fighting pain daily.
Yeah.
And I do mean daily. It catches up to you. And people have been telling me that for the past 5 years. You might want to come. I said, nah, I got to stay here doing this. I get too much out of it. I love helping the new guys, the young guys. And I'm going to say this out to the world. A lot of people want to move on and do something else. I think one of the biggest problems we have in the workforce is more people want to be in charge than people that do the work. And
you got to have continuity at that level to maintain the mission readiness and stuff like that.
And I say that intentionally because I notice people leave and leadership has to deal with new folks retraining, and it throws production behind. They need some of the experienced guys who's willing to train and teach to stay on the floor, which is what I try to do. I don't mind still getting in with the guys. I don't mind still teaching. I got the patience to teach and train folks. Yeah, I see Rich's camera's acting up. I do see a little bit.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I'm pixelating a little bit, so that's going to happen. It's
old school. It's the old school grunt mentality that I have. I've always noticed in a lot of military movies, TV shows, even people that I met. There's guys who want to stay with the young folks to guide them properly instead of letting them get taken advantage of. And I'm trying to be one of those dudes, one of the old heads that still want to run with the young guys and keep them straight. So
exactly.
I could be in charge, no problem. I have no problem being the leader on the ground and not just doing it to make myself feel better. And that's the flux that I'm in. I need to go sit behind the desk. I need to sit back and let them do their thing. But I know leadership and higher ups always need somebody with some experience to go with the young guys to show them some of the old tricks that need be. So,
and what you're just saying right now, if there's one thing I miss, is being in that leadership role, training other younger people. So I really got some real satisfaction being in that role, and I didn't realize.
Absolutely,
you know, I do miss it, and as far as that goes, and
absolutely, it keeps you young. It does keep you young instead of having to sit back and do this.
It's continuity again. It's all part of that continuity factor.
Yeah, it keeps you young. So it's my time is coming because. And then I sat back and thought about it. I'm like, damn, I'm not 20-something years old anymore. I'm 51.
Yeah.
I got to sit my ass down some damn where and just let them have it. And people, you just got to let them have it every now and then. Okay.
Well, those are the decisions you got to make as you get older, because I'm just looking at myself. I got out. I was very fortunate to work for IBM. And then I went to the day job that, where that's at and all that. But I don't really talk about it now because of some implications. I don't have people say, oh, you have a non-disclosure. No, I don't have a non. It's just I don't talk about it right now.
It's your damn business. Means what we talking about work up here any damn way.
Yeah, exactly. But when it came after 17 years at the day job, I could have still been working for another 5-10 years if I wanted. But it just came down to the missus and I. We talked about it. My biggest thing as far as to officially retire is the financial. Like you said, you got to be looking at the financial. And she says, we're not going to be rich. We're not going to be poor, but, we're going to be able to go to McDonald's once every 2 months or something.
Once a week. You got to go once a week.
Oh no, I'm up at that age. You know, I'm 66 for the people that are watching.
Right.
Okay, even though people says that I don't look it, but I've been blessed with good health.
You don't, Rich. I ain't gonna lie. You don't. They tell me I look my age.
Yeah. It just, but I look at the
35, dude.
and you will be 55 this year, Tony. Lord
No, I'll be
says.
52. I'll be 52 this year too.
Or 52. He said 52. Okay, I'm sorry. It said, but that's one of the things you look at as far as and I've been officially retired for 1 year, and it's working out. I keep busy doing things, and there's stuff I'm doing. I'm so freaking relaxed now.
Yes.
Compared to like I said, and doing this.
Hey, Lord, see you. Happy belated birthday.
And yeah, happy birthday there, Lord. Belated. It was 52 in March. I think he told me that before. Yeah, it's stuff like that. So, but it sneaks up on you. It does sneak up on you. Now, do I meet with the guys I used to work with for the past 17 years? It's like they say, you got to come back. I said, I could tomorrow if I wanted to. I got a position. And I said, no, I don't need the money. It's just like, I you know, it's one of those things. Now, don't get me wrong. If I win the Mega Millions and stuff like that, you know, we're moving, we're going to bigger house and stuff like. I'm going to be living large and stuff because you can. But you got to live within your means.
If I hit the lottery, I'm vacationing like crazy. I don't wait till I start traveling. Y'all ain't seen me broadcast till I travel. Me and Rumble gonna go crazy.
We might even have a couple of joint travel theirs and stuff like that. That would be a good broadcast. Take it on the road.
That would be great for football season because I would hit the different cities during the game.
That would be a great one. Oh yeah,
that would be phenomenal. I would literally go to different cities for different games. That's part of the plan that I looked at doing, not just being here at home, but going somewhere and broadcasting from different locations.
Right.
So economically, if this was to work, that was one of the things. I remember Mike talked about it last year. Could you imagine being in Vegas? And I was like, you don't want that because I would lose my mind.
No, I don't think I could at this point in my life. I don't think I even want to attempt going down there unless I was with the missus. And stuff.
You would go. Take her with you.
No, unless I had the okay from the missus and stuff. I just
bring her with you until I said, "Come on."
We could have a sidebar on that. And you could talk with her and stuff.
Until I said, "Come on."
Yeah.
You ain't even got to come on camera. Just stay in the kitchen. Hi.
Oh, but it's good. But no, I really enjoyed the broadcasting here, and I really cherished the friendships that, like I said, that we acquired over the years. And
absolutely.
For the folks that are out there watching on the replay, Tony and we met on a previous platform called Haps and stuff like that, and I've known some people on the platform I was on before that called Blab, which is the Blab Owl here, and those are gold to me, especially at this point. Because I'm able to get on here whenever I want now, in essence. So I don't have a job, so that's an added plus, and I really cherish that. I don't take that for granted as far as that. Some people, you can get on anytime. Yeah, I can, but I don't want to oversaturate it and stuff like that. But that when I get on here, and especially now, having Tony here as a guest, that's gold for me. That you just made my whole week. Or you made my.
We enjoy this, man. I've been busy. I almost want to apologize, but. I think
no, there's no need to. No. We keep in contact, so we know what everybody's doing, and you're still doing. I'm retired. You're dealing with real life stuff and stuff like that. So I am to a certain degree. I was real fortunate this past weekend. We had a full house. We had the whole family here. They have this festival here in Owego, New York, called the Strawberry Festival. Great, you would love it.
They have those down here. I haven't been yet. They've been.
I did something I haven't had one. You always hear me talking about Speedies, but if you ever come up here for the Strawberry Festival, we're going to have a lamb Speedies. Oh my God, it is so freaking good. And that's an understatement, Tony. You would go out, once you finish the first sandwich, you would go back for another sandwich. I guarantee you. It's that good of a sandwich. And, but the strawberry, I had the family here. We went to the festival and we had a great time. And I don't have a full house with family all the time. And when I do, it's one or two times during the course of the year.
Yeah.
And those are the times, you're with family, you visit your mother, your kids and stuff like that. And it's important. It's very important to be able to do that and to remember that. Important to have real life as well. I had 1 week break from, I usually take a couple breaks here and there. I feel like I should broadcast. I say, you know what? I'm just going to kick back. If I don't broadcast, people can see that, I'm still around, and we got, like you said, we got real life stuff that we have to take care of. And
always
whatnot.
remember, we've got a lot of stuff out there individually and together, y'all. We really do. I was telling Smoke that when he was missing, he took a little bit of a break. He's like, I got to get up here. I said, dude, we put so much stuff out there over the past 2-3 years.
I'm seeing a lot of activity from Smoke. I'm trying to get on the. I'm looking more and more at the Instagram. He's on Instagram a lot. I know I saw him.
Yeah, he'll do his little shorts, and that was something else. Mike always suggested just do like something 2 or 3 minutes. Even when I was in Tennessee, that's what I intended on doing. I tried to share the videos over, but YouTube wouldn't play the whole thing. I noticed from the I was like, oh God, I didn't show the whole thing up there. So on my TikTok, you'll see the whole thing when I was in Tennessee, the whole walk and all that. I think on Rumble it's up here too.
Right.
Just for everybody to check out. I'm really going to push that Gatlinburg. Gatlinburg impressed me. Little small mountain area, but very comfortable family atmosphere. Great food.
Yeah.
That I was all right with that spot. I would go back definitely. I told some of the people I said I would definitely go back, and I think if I took my youngest up there, he would enjoy it.
Yeah. So as far as Rumble or just broadcast in general and stuff, what do you got planned before? Are we going to be doing anything on a regular basis?
Tonight. On a regular basis, definitely Rumble. I'm probably going to use Rumble for Belt Kings when football starts.
Yeah, but do you think? I know Michael. He's been biting it. I don't say he's biting at the bit, but he suggested as far as coming in on a Sunday, maybe not every week, but maybe once a month until football starts, just to go over because they're starting to become, just so you know, I'm available. You run it by Michael. Michael will be available just to sort of a pre-shows before.
Which I did last year. We need to get caught up on what's going on. Mike's been staying up on it. You've been staying up on it. I need to get with you two. I want the whole round table to come up because we got to go through the whole league. And I appreciate what he's been doing. I've been trying to catch it because he's been staying up on it. He's always
he's been doing pretty. I watch his replays and he's pretty good on some of the contracts that are going on and stuff like that. So
he was up on the news when we was on Haps. He was doing that before. That's why I wanted him on the show. He was doing that before. So, and you was covering the UFL. You were doing good. Big ups to you for that because you stayed up on all of that information. So it's a great.
That was fun.
Once the three of us, and Ted's always up with the current events, and he's watching what's going on with the Jets specifically. I got to sit down and look at it because with the past few months, I know what I had going on. I hadn't paid as much attention, so I probably would need you all's help with the updates.
No, it's just a matter. I know. Just as a suggestion, like Sunday seems to be a good time if you're free on it. If you don't have Jason and you're not traveling with fans. I mean, I'm just talking. Just as a suggestion. You decide to come up impromptu on a Sunday, and you send Michael a note and me a note. Hey, I'm coming up. And I'm always available on Sunday morning. You know that. And
Sunday morning is crazy because a lot of people are busy. I want to look at Tuesday evening or Tuesday evening, late afternoon one time and get us because it's going to take. I know it's going to take longer than an hour, based on everything that's been going on. Well, Mike got all the info. And you'll dig up a lot of it too. Mike got all the info. I know it's going to take a minute. So
I can do some. I can do some research and stuff like that. But just as it doesn't have to be every week and stuff, because again, I know you're busier than both Michael and me because we're both up
too. Yeah, Brian be tired too.
Yeah, Brian. He's always busy. He's probably
Ted's
just
always damn busy. I know what Ted got going on. So
yeah.
It's we'll see if something up. Yeah, definitely once a week will be good right about now. Recapping what's going on with the season. And definitely I probably won't start the fantasy football league until the rosters are finished like I did last year because it only makes sense.
Right.
It only makes sense. Me and Brian actually did talk about it one time. I think the last one me and him did.
Well, yeah, I know you and Brian, you've been up a couple times. You and Brian go back as far as having your own broadcasts and stuff like that coming up as co-hosts and stuff like that. Which
I got to catch his schedule. That's the whole thing with him. We got to see where he's free. But I know we used to cover it on Ted's show too, and Ted's been tied up. So maybe we'll do something tonight. I'll see about tonight. I will see about tonight.
Yeah.
It's a day off. I just got some running I got to do today, and then I'll see how it goes.
Because there's been a couple of times during the course of the night. I'm more leaning towards the gaming because I think it's a little more relaxing. Like I try to.
Yeah, it is for you.
And I have this thing, and it's I can't bring it up now, but It's the street corner, and I have the Hap sign. I call it the Hap.
I
We're
saw
hanging
it.
out.
Yeah, keep that.
I was thinking that would be
that
would be a Friday night thing if I do it. Okay, that's
idea, Rich. Keep that. I like that.
And maybe there's a game. Well, I told you the game I can bring up that we could both play, and we could have 4 people play is Risk. We could play Risk on a Friday night or something like that.
He said Risk. Oh my God,
You're probably a killer at Risk, right?
No, I haven't played Risk in decades. I have not
haven't
played it. I forgot how to play it. I'm still stuck on Battleship.
Well, one of the things I've been done recently, and I had to skip last Friday because we had family coming in. But the week before, it was after a barbecue here at a neighbor's. We're in the kitchen, and I'm looking at his living. He had this really, really nice wooden chess set.
Yes,
it was gorgeous.
Big Juice was good, man.
Big Juice, hey, Steve, coming in from Ohio, and I go to him. I said, "You play chess?" Oh, I said, "Yeah, I don't play as much, but I play with my son and stuff like that." And he says, "Do you play?" I said, "Yeah." Well, we need to get together a game and stuff. And I said, "Well, how about next Friday?" He says, "Sure." And I hadn't played chess in like 35 years.
Yeah, I haven't played chess in a while. Yeah, Juice, that's me, man. What's up, man?
And so we played one game, and come to find out, he made the board. He's really good at woodwork and stuff like that. And I was just like drooling over it. And I just looked. It gave me this look like I can build you one. I said, "Don't build me one. No, I don't need." But we're going to have. I'm going to be playing them this Friday. We play a game. I think this week. Last week I had black. I ended up winning. Surprising enough, I was surprised. Like, yeah. I was just like, that was the first game. I used to play my kid brother all the time, and when he used to be down at the VA down in Queens, Stephen Patterson Memorial VA Hospital there, he would have when he would check in for certain things and stuff like that during the last several years of his life, and that's where he passed away too. But he would have people as soon as he signed in and he got in his room and he was he had people lined up out his room to play chess.
Yeah, that's something to do. Yeah.
No, he was fun. The word got around to the whole hospital. Willie's here. He had like 10, 20 people outside in line to play a chess game because he was a really good chess player and stuff like that. I used to kick his ass when we were kids, but he got too good for me. I mean, he could. He's an ex-jarhead, so it's just like, God bless him. And let's see, Big Juice says I can play checkers.
I can too. I know, right? I got to get back on backgammon one day.
I used to play backgammon. You know what I used to get? This is when I was stationed at McConnell Air Force Base. They used to. I never got into the pinochle and stuff like that. Bones. I played the bones. I like playing them.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I that's a fun game. I like that. I mean, here's my scenario. Get you, Ted, JoJo, and myself.
Oh, you want to do this now?
I want to do this. Yeah. That's you like that? I'm game.
You done
I like
started something now, Rich. You done started something now, Rich.
But I learned it, and it was a fun game. It's especially when you got a good group. There's a bunch of knucklehead firefighters in the stall playing. And Mr. Lawson, he was a master. The assistant chief I worked for. Yeah. Oh, he was the master. I think he let us win some games.
Tell him to get up here.
I don't know if he's still with us. God bless him. He was.
Yeah. Because we went overseas. We was playing spades, dominoes, dirty horse, big whist. Everybody. I was talking.
What's Dirty Husband? Dirty Husband is that card game?
Dirty Husband. Yes, it's like playing spades backwards.
Oh, okay.
It's like playing it backwards. It's the best way to look at it. We was ridiculous, and I was in college and with the military. I tell everybody out there, this ain't what you want. I'm putting it on all your channels. Do not come looking for me on no dominoes, spades, big whist. This is not what you want. I don't care who you are, how old you are, how you identify yourself, where you're from, who you work for. None of that. This is not what you want.
No, I just
you better ask about me. All right, you better ask. I'm a problem on them tables. All right,
you're one of those serious players. Like you're vested in it, stuff like that.
Yeah, I had fun with it. We did it so hard in college, and it was our stress reliever. So you talking about one good year of college with at least 30 or 40 of us who, if there was a specific room, we had it in the student union, there was glass where you could see everybody had 5 tables. In an hour, the glass had condensation and it was dripping because we was talking so much shit. It looked like a steam room. I'm serious. They opened the door and steam was coming out. Everybody like, what the hell are they doing in there? We were bananas, man.
Oh, that's cool. That is cool.
It was fun. And I'm still in touch with a bunch of them.
Yeah, it's just that time when I was playing dominoes in McConnell, like I think back at that time, they were some fun times. It's just those very, very good, fantastic memories as far as that goes. And as far as
it's the stress reliever. And playing cards and dominoes is what breakdancing was in the 80s. That's how you calmed a lot of issues. And I think it's a good idea. So online, that's going to be the new thing. This shit. Damn it, Rich. All right, there you go. That's the idea.
I've mentioned this to you before about playing that Risk. We can play. You just got to tell me the moves, and you can see the moves. So
I don't even remember Risk. I got to look at the game again.
The only thing is about playing online is I can see your cards, and you can see my cards.
Oh yeah. It's like we played Uno with Takara. Remember we used to play Uno online? That shit was bad.
I never got into that. I loved watching those. Those are great broadcasts. I loved watching those. And who did that? That was
Takara.
Sakara. Okay, yeah.
She had, man.
I'm surprised she doesn't bring that. Why doesn't she bring that to Twitch?
Takara is married now.
Oh, okay.
She's settling down with the family stuff. So I caught her a couple months ago. I was talking to her a little bit last year, but she's moving on in life, and I'm happy for her. She's doing good though. She is doing good.
There, Steve says what we were just talking about and stuff. No cell phones. Yeah, I was playing dominoes before cell phones. There was no cell phones, no social media.
Too. Yeah, I was too.
Yeah. That's back in the day there and stuff. That's a good one there, Steve. And it's stuff as far as that goes. And see, I got to check something here real quick.
One thing I play lounges says, "Well, so play against people, corporal, no one cares if you're rich." Absolutely, Laura. It's you go back to the old days when we used to do the games and we didn't have money. It was just a way for everybody to interact, Laura. Absolutely, 100%. That's all it's about. That's why when I do games or even when I'm in competitions, I try to leave the money out of it. But once you start throwing the money in there, things go crazy.
Oh yeah. That's a different monster there.
It is.
Let's see if I can get this real quick.
It's almost 9. I got to drop down and go make my runs.
Okay, yeah. We've been on for 2 hours and 47 minutes. I want to say thank you to Tony. This is good fun, Tony. I love catching up with you, my friend. But we're going to go ahead and end the broadcast here and exit and try and stay cool today on this heat advisory for the whole good portion of the United States here. But I want to thank everyone in the chat. I want to thank my brother veteran, my good friend and fellow broadcaster, this guy over here, Tony D. Thank you. Thank you, Laura. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Big Juice. Thank you, Tim Fan 40, as far as coming in. Greatly appreciate it.
Appreciate all y'all for real.
Thank you very much, Tony. And with that, y'all have a great one. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks.
Live long and prosper.